for everybody putting the L host in the chat, I can tell that this is the only show that y'all watch, and I really appreciate that. Actually, we were stuck on the panel for the last 20. No, yeah, we were supposed to end at 1:15. So for the last 20 minutes, we've been stuck over there, seeing a bunch of old men arguing topics that we argued for the whole entire show.
Facts. Shout out to the panel, though. Shout out to the panel.
Shout out to the panel, though.
Now, shout out to our GOAT member Comatose as well. Shout out to him. All them. Shout out to them. If you want to be a GOAT member, link in the description.
They them.
Shout out to Comatose. Whoever you are, Comatose, I don't know your identity. I don't want to offend. So shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. I am Puerto Rican, by the way, for everybody curious. I'm Puerto Rican and a little bit Costa Rican. And I grew up around Trenton. And I'm from New Jersey.
Just giving all your information. That's crazy.
All my information, man. All my information. So if I see somebody show up to my house one day, I have nobody else to blame but myself. You're lucky though, Mars.
You're victim blaming. That's crazy.
Yeah. 100%. But you're lucky though. You live in London, so you could give out all this information. Nobody will probably show up.
First of all, I live in England.
You live in England? I thought you said London.
I've also said I'm 12 years old.
Wow. So what part of England you live at?
Why would I answer that?
No, come on, man. Like, why are you being like this, bro?
The less people know about me, the better. I'm a private guy.
You're not this mysterious guy, Mars.
I hide nothing. I just keep me to me. I talk sports. Mars talks sports. That's it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. First live stream when I hit 2K subs.
Fire. That's a fire plugin.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Listen.
We already got a super chat. Who did more last night? Demar? What?
That's his daughter, Diar Derozan.
Or Diar Derozan.
And that's not even a question. Demar, like I predicted, was going to do nothing. He had his daughter there to help him out a little bit, had more impact on the game than him. So shout out to Diar Derozan, but he said she's not coming to the Chicago to the Miami game. So they're probably about to lose because Demar's about to fold. So he doesn't know what's best for him.
So wait, what happened? Because like I said, I was streaming last night, so I didn't really watch any of the games. So like, what is this scream that everybody's talking about?
So every time the Raptors went to the free throw line, she screamed every time they were about to shoot. And the Raptors shot 50% from the line and missed.
And they're blaming her?
Well, people are crediting her for like the Bulls winning, and then Raptors fans are salty at her for the Raptors losing. So,
no way that a little girl can't scream, but you literally have a bunch of fans with freaking balloons
and
slapping it all over, screaming, booing them. But
the sound that Fluent was playing on his soundboard, that high pitch, that's what she was doing. That's her screaming, and she was just doing that all night.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some like Gen Z type shit, bro, where you're just gonna blame something like that, where instead of taking accountability of you just playing trash.
Yeah, just blame Pascal Siakam. That guy had the most fake free throws to tie the game, and he missed 2 of them.
Yes, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's the thing that gets me mad about my generation sometimes. Like, y'all always reaching for pennies, bro. The rap sold. Hold accountability. So now she can't go to the Miami game?
No. Demar's just saying she's not coming. Like, she has to go back to school. That's what. Like, it's not like he's banning her.
Okay. Good. Listen, bro. Raptors, bro. Raptors, man. When you suck for so long, bro, you just Jesus Christ. You just can't take it.
3 years ago. 4 years ago.
We all know this at Asterisk because they had Kawhi, man.
I tried to tell people about Zach LaVine, by the way. Best player in the team, one of the best players in the NBA, one of the best shooting guards in the NBA. I tried to tell people. But people wanted to, DeMar DeRozan is the best player in the team, MVP candidate. Nah, shut up, man. Zach LaVine. But
yeah, DeMar DeRozan shouldn't get as much love. Desto, I'm not letting you up here, Desto. I hope you know that. I see him in Desto's really trying to get up here.
No, you need to play the full clip that you're talking about because I haven't heard it. So I need you to play the full clip. So
you want me to play it on here?
We need the evidence.
I'll find the evidence. Let me get some guys up here, and then I'll find the evidence for you guys, man. Hello, Drew.
Can I talk my talk real quick?
Oh, the Hawks fan is here. Oh, no.
Listen.
Oh yeah.
Listen, y'all. A lot of y'all don't watch basketball for real. Like, the Heat was not that good. Like, listen. like I love Jimmy Butler. Here's the crazy thing is I picked the Heat because that's my brain, but my heart had the Hawks. I'm like, it's not a surprise. Everybody saying it's an upset. No, it's not no damn upset if we win. Trae Young's one of the best playmakers in the league. You had DeJounte Murray, and we have bodies to put on Bam. Bam's a little boy. Clint Capella's his dad right now. Come on now, he got to get until Bam can screw Bam. Bam is a fraud right now. But nah, we're gonna get swept by Boston. I know. But Trae Young's not getting traded. If we trade Trae Young, that will piss me off because it doesn't make sense. Why draft him? It just doesn't make sense. And we're going to be left with DeJounte Murray and who else? Like, it doesn't make sense if we do trade him. The front office is the issue. That's why I just want to get it off.
It's crazy. It's crazy you're talking when you predicted Miami to win, and now here you are talking like you never had any doubts. Like that's kind of crazy.
No, I did, but I'm happy for my city. So that's the only time. I'll be fair. I want to back. So that's it.
I mean, people just guessed Miami was going to win because they based off last year's playoff series, but they ignored that Clint Capella didn't play for the first 4 games.
Yeah, when you rely on Max Strus to be a shooter, like, come on now.
Yeah, I doubted Clint Capella, so I had to apologize to him on the panel yesterday because his interior presence was definitely felt.
Ron. You made fun of Ron.
Yeah, he was like Clint's an interior presence, and I'm there like.
It's a good day. It was an interior presence. And OKC won. My favorite team won, and my city won. This is a good day for me.
It's a parade inside my city. Yeah. Yo, I've been dying to say that for a while at the perfect moment. I know that was corny, but I don't care.
Yes, it was.
It was very corny, but fuck it, I don't care.
But I appreciate you guys for letting me get that off my chest real quick.
No problem, bro. No problem. Salute to you, man.
Yo, but the Raptors, it's about time. They have to blow it up. The Raptors are frauds, man. So, looking back, I don't know why they traded for Jakob Poeltl. They traded Jakob Poeltl for first round and 2 second round picks just to get eliminated in the play-in, man.
I will say, Dub, that Diar Derozan thing, I know it sounds stupid, but it had an impact for real. It sounds dumb. Like these dudes now here's the thing. They don't have it's no excuse for them to get beat mentally by like a 10-year-old, however old she is. Yeah. Yes. But if you watch, when you get a chance, go watch that clip. Go watch the clips of her screaming. It wasn't like a normal scream. She was like shrieking. Like you could hear her specifically. And it was like
I don't care. Nowhere. I don't care.
No, and it had an impact. No, it shouldn't have had an impact, but it had an impact. Like I dead ass think if she wasn't there, they would have shot better from the free throw line. They would have probably won the game.
That's I'm not hearing that. No, I'm not hearing that. I'm not.
Go watch the game.
I don't. No. Listen. Go watch it. I don't give a damn. There's no way you're gonna sit here and allow.
You're right.
Okay, that's cool. Right. But I'm not.
But it did. But it did though.
No. There's no cop out. They should have been better. They should have been better.
You saw what I'm talking about, right?
I think it had an impact because they're like an 80% free throw shooting
it was
team.
Weird. Like she was she was shrieking like right as they were about to release, and these dudes were smoking the free throws. They've never shot. They don't normally shoot that bad at the free throw line. They missed like 17. How many free throws they missed? It was like 17 or 18.
I think they were like 17 or 34 or something.
I'm about to say some old head stuff right now. They got a weak mentality.
No, they do. But I've never even seen anything like that. I've never seen a person screaming like that at the free throw line, like specifically how she did it. I've never seen that in a game. And I've watched games. I've been watching basketball for a long time. It was really weird. Watch. I'm gonna send you the clip. I'm gonna send you the.
I gotta see this because that is crazy.
It was wild.
How you let a little girl beat you, bro? That's crazy to me.
The Raptors should have made a KD trade like a couple months ago.
Facts. They should have got rid of Scotty Barnes. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? It would have been bad for KD, but bro, you should have got rid of Scotty Barnes. You really was trying that hard to hold on to Scotty Barnes? Come on, bro.
Damn, you don't like Scotty Barnes.
I like Scotty Barnes.
You don't think he can become KD?
Hell
no.
Hell no.
He'll be a better defender, but scoring wise, no.
Damn, no belief in Scotty Barnes. That's crazy.
He's like a number 2. I
think Scotty will be great.
KD's a number 2. What are you talking about?
So what would you rather have? The greatest number 2 in NBA history or fucking Scotty Barnes?
I'd rather have Kobe Bryant over Scotty Barnes. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
You're cooked. Come
KD,
on.
second greatest. Second greatest.
Scotty Pippen.
Where do you rank KD? Where do you rank KD as a number
2? Top 7.
Top 7. So who's above him as a number 2?
Kareem.
You got Kareem, Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bryant, Jerry West,
no, let's
John Havlicek, Sam Jones.
What about is not doing Wade? Not doing Wade. No, I can't.
Yeah, he might be after those guys, so like 6 or 7.
I can't wait to make that.
Let's be honest. So even if the Raptors made
that was ready to clip that.
Even if the Raptors made that trade for KD, they still would have been on round 1.
Yeah, and
I think so.
Round 1 is crazy.
And then KD would have.
No, let's be honest. They would have still lost to the Bucks. They still would have lost to the Celtics probably as well.
I think
But you said round 1 though.
Yeah, round 1 because they probably still going because KD. How many has he been able to stay healthy? He got hurt again this
But
year.
I feel like the Raptors still would have been probably a good enough team to be like a 6th or 5th seed, like without KD because they're well coached.
Philly.
Wait. How would they be good enough to be a 5th or 6th seed without KD?
Well, let's say they're winning some games. I feel like they'll hold up like their spot. I don't think they're gonna drop off too much. Like they'll be like.
Why would they hold up though? They didn't hold up as is.
I don't remember the season. I could be. I have to look back, but I just assume because
KD's been getting hurt every year.
But does KD get hurt in warm-ups in Toronto? Though? That's the question.
Nah,
that is a question.
No. But remember, he still missed a lot.
Oh, this year. Oh, talking about this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
The butterfly effect. It is a butterfly.
Okay, I'm bugging. I was thinking about the year before, and like. Okay,
KD got hurt.
I'm tripping.
Can I ask y'all that?
I'm tripping.
Can I ask you guys that though? Like, don't y'all have y'all ever seen the movie The Butterfly Effect? Have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
No.
I heard the song.
You seen it?
It's a crazy movie. It's a wild.
Bro, like it's so wild, and it's something that stuck with me my whole life. That like one little 5-minute moment, or just one moment in general, can drastically change like what happens, bro. It's crazy. Who?
You remind me of Ticket saying that stupid thing about if I go put my head in the water right now.
That was the greatest thing I've ever heard.
My whole journey's gonna change. I could die right now.
Yo, that was the greatest. Oh my god, and I forgot to clip that up. I have to go find that again. That was the greatest thing I've ever heard, bro.
Yeah, but he
said exact words. He said exact words. He said if
I go underwater for 5 minutes.
He said my life ain't the same. No shit, it ain't the same, bro.
Hey, like that's not a journey. You're just killing yourself.
That's a different journey.
Yeah, the journey stops. Like what?
Nah, that was some wild stuff that Ticket said that day. I would say that, but that is crazy to me though. Like how things could just change drastically off of one moment. Like Kawhi Leonard in the shot.
That travel, yeah.
Travel.
Yeah. I mean, that's still going to overtime.
Does Philly beat the Bucks if they went overtime?
KD's
got to win overtime. That's what they got to do.
KD's foot on the line.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And
I don't like people act like that shot was like close to being a 3. Like everyone knew that was a 2.
Yeah,
like, the moment it's not like he was like.
Nah, I swore it was a 3. Yeah. I swore it was.
You was watching me.
Nah, it was. I thought it was a 2 as well. Everyone.
Well, the angle.
The moment he shot it, I was like, "That's a 2." The moment he shot it.
Nah, the angle wasn't there.
It was still a great shot though, but
it became a big story after the fact when they lost. Everyone went back to it, and I was like, I don't even remember that being a question. Like,
yeah, and then he folded in overtime. But
so how are we looking at the play-ins? Who do you think is going to win between the Bulls and Heat and the Thunder and what's the other Wolves?
I'm not predicting anything anymore because I'm 1 for 4 on playing games. So,
yeah, I'm 1 for.
Ours don't no ball, man.
The only playing game I got right was the Lakers and T-Wolves, and I barely got that right. So
I got the Lakers and Thunder one right.
Yeah,
I'm 3 for 1. I thought Chicago will win.
I'm 2 and 2.
I'm 1 for 4,
right, and I got the Thunder right, and I knew the Thunder were going to win because McCollum was going to sell because he's been selling. He sold against the Timberwolves too.
Hey, Gideon Shea's a future top 5 duo, backcourt duo. Future top 5 backcourt duo, Gideon Shea.
I think
why are they not top 5 right now?
Hell no.
I can't.
Backcourt. Who's
I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I want to. I can't. I don't want to like. I don't know.
Think about it right now.
What backcourt?
I don't think you can get 5 better than that.
Yeah, Curry. Yeah, Curry. Clay not moving me.
Yeah, y'all are tripping right now.
Curry and Clay.
Yeah, Curry and Clay not moving me anymore.
Curry and Clay still better.
They can be. They can be. You're not getting to 5. Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen.
No. Yeah, no.
Marcus Smart, Derrick White.
No.
You have CP3, Devin
James
Booker.
Harden, Tyrese Maxey.
Yes.
That
Okay,
could-
James.
Yeah,
James
yeah,
Harden.
yeah,
Nah,
that's
nah,
one.
nah, nah.
Yes.
Garland
You
and
know what?
Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
that's two.
Garland,
That's two.
Garland and Donovan Mitchell.
How about
Um,
Damon Simons?
Nah, yeah,
Anthony Simons is not moving me.
Hold on. He's not moving you
Simon.
over Giddy?
John. How about John Desmond Bain?
In totality, those two guys aren't moving me over.
Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr.
There we go. There we go.
Not yet.
That's for.
Well, Jalen Green is moving me, but not Kevin Porter.
Yeah, Jalen Green's carrying that duo right now, but that's enough.
Actually, yeah, I'll say top 5 because like Trey and DeJounte is like they're like up there. Desmond Bain and John. Yeah, I agree.
Luka and Kyrie.
Luke and Kyrie.
I forgot. Yeah, that's number 1. That's
Bro.
number 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, they're not. Oh yeah, they're not up there. I'm not gonna lie, Mars. They're
They
not
are
top
up
five
there.
yet.
They're top 5 easy.
It's supposed to be.
Wait, no, Shane Giddy. We just named 5 better. CP3 and Booker.
No, I agree.
you
I
lost
agree.
me on that one
Yeah.
already.
No, I
CP3 and Booker.
don't agree
You
with
lost
Shea
me.
and
I
Giddy.
disagree.
Is Josh Giddy better than fucking CP3?
Right now, I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, John Desmond Bain.
Yeah,
Josh
John
Giddy-
Desmond Bain.
No.
Mars,
Yeah,
are you
crap.
trolling right now? Or are you serious?
Mars.
Wait, you think Chris Paul's
Mars.
better than Josh Giddey?
I think he's still
Mars.
better, but it's not by a crazy margin.
No, I'm hitting Giddy right now because
Okay. And
Chris
then
Paul
what's
just
the gap
old.
between SGA and Devin Booker?
I think Shea is better than.
I think they're on the same tier.
So
Hold on.
you think
I think Shea's better than
they're
Booker.
like really close? Shea and
I think
Giddey
it could be close.
versus-
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, so then okay, then
You think
taking
Shea's
Shea
better
and
than
Giddey, so
Booker?
no problem.
Nah, not Shea and Giddy.
You just said it's
I-
close. If I think it's close too, but I'm just going with Shea and Giddey. What's the problem?
Nah.
Oh, Dub, you're chatting right now. You're chatting right now.
Josh Giddy, bro.
Nah, Giddy's nice. He's
What's
a
wrong with
good
Josh Giddey?
passer.
So
Defender.
who's a better passer? Who's a better passer? Chris Paul or Josh Giddy?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Ah,
But
Who's
Giddy's
the better
getting up there though.
Who's a better shooter?
Are you? So Chris Paul this season's been passing better than Josh Giddey.
Yes.
Oh, come on, man.
He's not
Nah.
been. He's not like manipulating, but passing the ball, yeah.
All he's doing is just throwing it to people off pin downs.
I know.
That's
know.
not moving
It's
me.
moving me.
Oh,
Hey, no,
my
listen.
God.
No, Giddy's making behind the back. Giddy's making some crazy passes, especially in the game last night.
Giddey's interior passing clears anything Chris Paul.
Oh,
does
so you
this
tell me
season.
Giddy's a better passer than Chris Paul?
This season, yes, not all time. Peak Chris Paul's different, but this Chris Paul, he's standing at the top of the key, waiting for Devin
Chris
Booker
Paul's
to
an
leave
old
him off pin
man.
down.
He's not the
That's not
same.
moving me.
Hey,
He can barely find DeAndre Ayton with entry passes at this point. Like he's just no.
cool.
Josh Giddey's a better part. Josh Giddey this season has been passing better than Chris Paul. So I mean, yeah, I've given up on clips. I saw the comments in the David Robinson clip. I realized that I need to stop reading comments. People are so dumb. Dub, you know what clip I'm talking about, right? Because you edit the open gym clips.
Yeah. What was it?
The David Robinson clip where we was talking about how situations alter how people view players and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the comments are talking like I'm hating on David Robinson. I'm like, I was defending the guy,
You were.
saying he was in a situation that wasn't best for his play style, and they're like, he was a scoring leader, he was an MVP. I'm like,
You said he couldn't be a one on the championship team. That's why they had
first scorer. I said he couldn't be a
That's
first
fair.
scoring option on a championship team because the way his game was played,
Mm-hmm.
he was going to be more suited to playing off of someone else who's a better scoring threat, like a Tim Duncan, like I don't know who else would be in the 90s who you could put there, because his game was predicated off quick attacks, shooting in the mid range from 18 to 20 feet. He wasn't creating easy looks for himself. And all I'm hearing is he scored 71 in a game. He was a scoring leader. He was an MVP. I'm like, I think Dave Robertson was the second or third best player in the world.
Mhm.
I'm just saying his scoring game wasn't going to lead to elite level championship teams on offense.
Yeah,
And
I
I
don't
feel like I was disrespecting him. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that you can be the best player still not the best scorer on the team. Like Bill Russell, he's the best player on the team, but you're not gonna be the best scorer. Like even like some players, I feel like they're best. Like I'm for example, like a guy like Trae Young. I feel like Trae Young's playmaking is the best aspect of the team. I feel like you want to win with him, he needs to be a better playmaker than like more of than a scorer. Like some players are just better at other aspects of the game. You can't just be like. I don't know. People just get too emphatic by numbers and scoring and feel like that's like the end all be all.
And then they say I wasn't watching David Robertson, and their evidence is he was a scoring leader. That doesn't prove anything about you watching him. Everything I said was based on watching David Robertson and his game, and then saying people view him as a playoff choker and a dropper for reasons that aren't his fault. I'm literally defending the guy, and people are saying I'm hating for saying his game wasn't suited to be a number one scoring option. I say the same thing about Kevin Garnett, That's not hating on Kevin Garnett. It's just how his game was. That's why a Paul Pierce level player who could be a first scoring option benefited him, even though KG was the best player on the team. Same thing with Magic Johnson. He wasn't the best scorer on his team for the most part of his career. He was still the best player on his team. Bill Russell. Will Chamberlain wasn't the best scorer on his team when he was winning championships. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just like, it's not hate to say these things. People just view being the best scorer as being the best player, and then say dumb stuff like I'm hating on him.
So you said David Robinson wasn't built to be a number one scoring option
on a championship contending team, on a very good playoff team, sure. And do I think he could have made the finals? Sure, because I think him impacting defensively was great. But I think his playoff scoring, the reason it was dropped.
You don't think those teams were a championship contending team in like nine? You don't think those teams?
I think the best shot they had was 95.
Yeah, that was a championship contender, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they were really going to win. And I think the reason they weren't going to win is because I don't think Dave Robinson's scoring would get them over the hump.
Don't you think it was more of a lack of a secondary, like a strong secondary scoring option, more than it was him not being a good first option? Because
I'm not saying he wasn't a good first option. Who's their second option? Sean Elliott, I think.
Yeah, so that's not that great. Like,
it's not that great. I agree. Like, I'm not saying he had immaculate help.
I know, but so like if he had like a strong like secondary star as a second,
do you think if he had Clyde Drexler, they win the chip?
I think you can make a case for it. I think you can make it. I think you can make a case. The way I'm looking at it is with David Robinson's game, he relied a lot on face-up jumpers, difficult shots. His post-power game wasn't really great, so he wasn't generating easy looks for himself. And I think when the playoffs come and teams are loading up on that, and the fact that he wasn't a strong passer, if you load up on David Robinson as the first offensive option, you're going to see him struggle in the playoffs. And I think that's why he inevitably struggled. And people are saying I'm wrong. This is open gym. Come up and talk to me about it. Yeah. And I will happily cook you easily. So just come up and stop saying I'm wrong in the chat.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Because I feel like his defense was more adaptable.
Yeah, I think it was more the lack of a secondary option that was like also dynamic, that could like draw attention.
And that could be the case. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna push.
I think that's a good point.
I factored that in. I factored that in because I do think when you look at David Robinson, I think with the right second option, I think they could win. But when I'm looking at like a consistency level, I think everything needs to go right for them to win. Whereas I think with a guy like Hakeem as your number one option, not everything needs to go. Hakeem is his number one option. His scoring was so indifferent.
Curry. Well, I mean, all right.
Hakeem is like level. Hakeem is unique though.
But do you think
how many people can be the number one scoring option on a high level team that isn't just a super team and win a championship? There's not many people.
It's very few.
There's like 10 people maybe who are that level of player. Me saying David Robinson isn't that SS tier scorer.
But is Steph up there? Is Steph up there?
I think he's become that. Yes.
You think he's see?
I don't think he was that. I don't think he was that instantly from 2015. I think everything went right.
When?
2015.
Like when did he become? No, when did he become the number one?
I think his game really started to take off like 2017 onwards. So I think that's when he started to.
But this is my thing, right? For Stephen Curry, where Stephen Curry needed literally everything to go right in his scenario.
Mm-hmm.
He had Clay, he had Poole, he had Draymond playing.
Oh, you're talking about last year? Okay, yeah.
Last year as well, and then 2015 as well, and then he got KD. So like, all right, I get your point where you think based on his game it can travel, but somebody could make the same argument for David Robinson. He needs a scenario that's best suited for him to be successful the same way that Stephen Curry needed that.
And I agree. I'm not saying what I'm saying of I don't think David Robinson could be the number one scoring option in the championship team. I'm not saying that as if if you disagree you're wrong, because I think there's Drew just said if he had a better second option he may have been able to do it, and I'm not arguing against that. My point is I'm not hating on him.
Oh yeah,
people saying I'm hating on him when I'm trying to defend him makes no sense. Someone in the comments was like, Mars is hating. David Robinson's a top 25, 35 player of all time. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I have David Robinson in my top 15. I have him higher than you, and you're saying I'm hating on him.
I didn't know you have
wow.
I have David Robinson exceptionally high all time because of how good I think he was. I just think his scoring game, like Kevin Garnett, who I also have top 15 by the way, I don't think their scoring game was high level enough to lead to a championship level team consistently. In the mid-90s when Michael Jordan was gone, do I think they could have got it done maybe one of those years? Maybe. I think them and the Rockets were the two best teams in the NBA. The same issue I probably have with Patrick Ewing. I don't think his scoring game was good enough either. Defensively, though, they were anchoring some of the best defenses ever, and that's what makes them teams competitive. But when you look at David Robinson, the fact that offensively he wasn't a very good passer, especially when he would get double teamed and trapped, and his face-up scoring game didn't lead to extreme efficient offense, I don't think that's conducive to winning. And if you think that because he didn't have a great second option, that's fine. I'm not going to argue. I still think he had offensive limitations, and that's what I was getting at. And people view him in a lower light, like a top 25, 35 tier, compared to me because of that. So at the end of the day, I still have him higher than most people.
People just don't listen, Mars. That's people just like you and W victims that people just hear like the first part and don't hear like y'all out all the way.
They'll hear the way you're saying something without the words coming out your mouth.
People listen to argue instead of listening to understand. Because me talking about someone's game and acknowledging they have flaws is not saying they are bad. Every player has flaws. No player is perfect. I'm sorry. Like
on top of that,
Exactly.
on top of that, people like Mar said, like people are sensitive as hell. So like if you ever criticize somebody, like even if it's objectively true, they're still gonna call it hating because you can't talk crap about people. You can't criticize people nowadays or not as hating. I can't say that Giannis jump shot has been broken when he's been showing that all season long. And I'm gonna get called a hater for it, even though that's objectively.
Well, that's different because you have like a history of just like hating.
You do hate the Bucks, but
I do hate Giannis.
And I want to say
this. I do this with literally every single player where I provide objectivity on what led to their success. I talked about the Dirk run where people hated on me about the Dirk run. I've talked about the 2018 run with LeBron James. I've talked about who else? LeBron James in 2020, how everybody was getting hurt. Who else did I talk about? Kevin Durant benefiting from CP3 being hurt against the Houston Rockets. I've stayed.
You did it with Curry too in 2015.
Did it with Curry. I've been objective and been consistent with my criticism of every single player. It's not biased when if I'm doing it.
No,
everybody.
You just hate the Bucks. But
I think the Bucks is kind of a reach though. It's a little bit of a reach.
I just think I'm right.
So if y'all win this next playing game, how many games y'all got taking the Bucks?
In my all honesty, if
0.
we get beat, in my all honesty, if we get beaten 5, that's a letdown for me. We should at least push them to 6.
What? Okay. Why? Why do you believe the Heat can take the Bucks to 6?
No, he just believes the Bucks are extremely flawed. It's not because of anything the Heat can do.
And the Heat have historically matched up very well against them.
2020.
Did they match up well in 2021 when they got swept?
Yeah.
You played them twice in the playoffs, Dub, and one of them was.
And then what happened last year? What happened last year in the regular? What happened last year in the regular season?
You don't care about that, Dub.
Yeah,
you don't care about that, Dub.
But Giannis,
no, you don't care.
Watch this, Mars. Watch this, Mars.
Okay.
Did Giannis Antetokounmpo? Did he have a great performance in against us in 2021?
But it's not Miami versus Giannis.
No.
Miami versus.
Watch this. If Middleton,
Giannis doesn't need to have 50 points to beat you.
But
guys.
if Middleton's not like he was in 2021, and Giannis was struggling, and that was like a better version of himself, what you think? What you think I'm gonna think? We're gonna make him struggle, bro.
Well, what about Drew Holiday?
Middleton wasn't just cooking you guys in 2021.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler shoots 30% from the field.
Nah, we were just playing bad. We were just playing bad offensively. I would say.
Okay, 2020, the Bucks were just playing bad offensively against you guys. It's not because
we was getting
locked. Because they had Eric Bledsoe in 2020.
CW, you're trying.
Eric Bledsoe was
they had Eric Bledsoe in 2020. Now they had got Drew Holiday. It was a sweep.
It was. Let me revisit.
Yeah, but let's talk about this though. Also, the playoff Jimmy Butler, that's a myth. We all agree.
It's not a myth. It's just overblown.
It's overblown.
It's like Game 6 Clay. When it appears, it's playoff Jimmy. When it doesn't appear,
he's a French top 10 player.
Because how long has Jimmy Butler been in the league? Jimmy Butler has been in the league for what, like
Mars
10 years, right?
Like 12 years, I think.
12 like that.
Mars, there's no way you would just capping like.
We're saying playoff Jimmy based on what 3 series in his career.
Chris Middleton was damn near 50-40-90 against the Heat, and he dropped
y'all are ass.
So Chris Middleton was his average self.
50-40-90 is his average self.
What was he in the 2021 regular season?
Oh, 50-49. No. 47. He was 47.
Oh my god.
We're
not doing this.
Nah, bro, but I think that was his best postseason against Miami. Because Brooklyn,
technically it would be like the 2018 against Boston, but
Brooklyn wasn't that great. Yeah, that was his best postseason that year. Brooklyn
what about
wasn't
Atlanta?
That great. Atlanta.
Yeah, that was his best series that year. Yeah, I agree.
Atlanta
Yeah,
wasn't that great.
That was the Bucks' best
I think
offensive
Phoenix, I think
series.
Phoenix
Period.
was good, right?
So that was the Bucks' best offensive series.
Yeah,
Period.
you know why? Because when you put all your attention on Giannis, that leaves people open, dub.
Hey. Well, watch this. We're gonna make the adjustments. We're gonna correct that mistake. And
What
since
adjustments?
Middleton,
What players
and
do you
since
have?
Middleton isn't who he was before, we'll come out on top.
Dub,
Man.
you are chatting.
What are we talking
right
about?
now.
Drew Holiday is the historic playoff dropper.
I got
talking
Bucks
about?
His
in five,
defense
Bucks
gonna
in five.
travel though.
Huh?
That defense not going away though from Drew. And Brook Lopez still like
Drew-
a
Brook Lopez,
Brook
owns
Lopez
Bam
still
at
really
Hutto.
good.
Nah, Bam's cooking Brook, bro.
Bro, it's 2021. Bam was afraid to score on Brook.
Bam couldn't cook Capella, so I'm not.
I mean, Capella does have
Capella's
like
a big
intimidating-
body. He's an interior presence.
Brook's
man.
a big
Capella.
Nah,
They're
but he's
gonna
too
run
slow.
lineups
He's
of
too
Bobby
slow.
Portis,
He's too slow.
Giannis, and Brook out there. Y'all gonna get out rebounded by 30 each game.
And we had John. Oh yeah, Giannis gonna grab like at least like 15
You know, like
boards.
Caleb Martin at the 4. Oof, you're cooked.
I've never said. I don't know why people are saying this. I've never said I hated the Bucks. Giannis is one of my favorite players.
You're
No,
chatting.
No,
Giannis
he gets to the Bucks.
is
he gets
You
to the
are
Bucks in
chatting
five.
right
He gets to the Bucks in
now.
five. That was the take.
But yeah,
Dub,
Miami,
you are
Miami.
chatting right
No,
now.
Miami in 2021 versus the Bucks. Bro, what are you talking about, Mars?
You can't,
mean, I'll be
you
honest.
can't just justify hate by saying, "Oh, he's one of my favorite players." I'm being
I
objective.
would rather see the Heat
I
play
am
than the
hating.
Bulls.
Listen,
Basically, it was done
Giannis
saying
played-
like was
so
all due
Giannis-
respect, and then
Giannis
saying the
played
most
bad.
disrespectful thing ever.
Giannis, yeah, absolutely. Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? He played bad in that series. They needed Middleton to play that. They needed Middleton to play that where I don't think he's going to replicate that. Do we really think Drew Holiday is going to really be that secondary guy to step up?
I don't know.
I
I'm not
don't
sure.
think Giannis played badly, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey,
So-
man, I'm just saying, bro. Come on, man.
So I would
Talk
so
about
like with the Bucks, how is the Bucks half court offense? Like I really don't really know. Like is it okay,
It's not
good?
great. It's not
It's
great.
okay.
It like
So they
it-
can struggle against a team like in the second round or the conference finals against a like Boston, Philly, or someone like that.
Their
So what?
half court offense doesn't move me. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But their defense is so good.
they rely heavily
Yeah.
off of Giannis and then just 3-point shooting, and then that's it. Like they not hitting their shots, they're fucked because then they need Giannis to sit here and dominate. Then if Giannis is not dominating, they're fucked.
The only advantage Miami will have against the Bucks is coaching, but Spo don't have the talent to match up the Bucks.
Technically, they're in the top half of the
Did
NBA.
somebody
in
just say
half-court
that
offense.
Drew killed the Heat? He had 15 fucking points.
That box score watching is crazy.
Defensively, he was a beast.
How many points did Jimmy Butler have?
Oh, he was.
He
really
averaged
bad.
14 and a half. He got
Oh,
outscored by
I already said
Brent
this.
No, Jimmy, I never
let
seen
me ask
Jimmy
y'all
miss
this.
a layup.
Let me ask y'all this.
Jimmy Butler in
So
that
let me ask
series.
y'all this. In order for us to get swept, because somebody used this as a point against me. Oh, yeah. The Boston needed to have a historic night in Game 7 versus the Bucks. The fucking Bucks needed to have Jimmy Butler play his worst postseason basketball in his whole entire career.
He had
to beat us.
the worst. It wasn't even that. He had the worst playoff series of any star ever.
Yeah,
Well,
bro.
Julius Randle in 2021 would like to have a
No,
word.
no, that was Julius
Yeah,
Randle.
Julius
Julius
Randle in
Randle.
2021.
No,
Ever is
Jimmy-
kind of crazy.
Jimmy
It was
Butler
even
was
worse
bad,
than that.
though.
No, it
Jimmy
was
was
even worse than
29,
that.
29 and
No,
21.
You know why it was
Ever,
even worse than that?
ever.
No, you want to know why it was even worse than that? Because they got swept. That's why it was even worse.
No,
Yeah.
one was against the
I wouldn't
Bulls.
say
So
one
do
was
y'all
against
really
the
gonna
Bucks.
sit here?
Nah, Julius
Y'all-
Randle,
y'all
DeAndre
really
Hunter
expect-
had
y'all
him
really
in
expect
He
me
swept
to
and he was
believe-
garbage in every
Y'all
game.
really expect me to believe that Jimmy Butler's gonna play that bad again?
No. I don't think so.
Okay,
Worst series
then what
ever
we
is kind of a
talking
stretch,
about?
though. That's
We
not
should
crazy.
win 6. We should.
No,
I mean, no.
Dub.
I mean, we should. We
No.
should win 2
Dub,
games.
you are
No,
chatting.
I don't think that he's gonna play that bad. That's why I think that y'all gonna win one game and Bucks in 5.
Nah, not one day.
I
Jimmy
don't know.
Butler-
I don't know if you guys are
Yeah.
beating Chicago. Like, we need to calm down. Just giving you guys the 8.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Chicago.
I'm gonna say you guys are gonna win because Chicago have DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar
But-
DeRozan, yeah.
There's no guarantee. And
I
I'm
mean,
one
yeah,
for
the Heat
4.
was
And I'm
supposed
1
to
for
be
4 in
Atlanta.
playing games. So me.
The problem
predicting
is,
Miami's
like,
gonna win is kind of
Is there
bad.
a
The thing is, the
Game
Heat
seven?
don't be aggressive on offense.
Tomorrow, right?
Like Bam needs to be more aggressive, and Jimmy Butler, I don't know how he was missing a lot of layups. Like that was like
It's part of the
Easy
plan,
rim.
man.
Issue is
Part of the
outside
plan.
of Jimmy and Hero, they have no offense. Everyone else, half the roster is undrafted free agents.
Oh, yeah,
Bam,
we
like
suck.
you just said, is passive as hell, man.
and Kyle Lowry's old.
And
Yeah.
we're missing PJ Tucker because we want to know, like, that's the thing about PJ Tucker that kind of gets underrated, right? Like, he could box out and bang down low. Like, he could provide that extra level of physicality that you need from your four man. That
He
dirty
does a
guy.
decent job.
He's that
Yeah.
dirty work guy.
Yeah.
We don't have that, bro. We have Caleb Martin out there, son. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's
6'5",
so
Caleb
bad.
Martin as a power forward. Y'all are screwed.
Like, it's so bad. Like, it's like losing PJ Tucker was such, and I said this ever since it happened. It was such a downgrade, bro. Like, oh my God. You know what?
And Kevin
I
Love's
mean,
been.
they need a stretch 5. They don't need a power forward. They could just move. Bam is a 4 playing a 5. He should play the 4 more. You need a 5. Even the year you guys in the bubble, you guys had Kenny Olynyk and Miles Leonard. Those guys weren't
That's
great.
not true. We had Jay Crowder running the four.
He had Jay Crowder at power forward.
No,
The
did you guys
reason-
have Kenny Olynyk running sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, but it wasn't all the time.
They stopped playing him. Yeah,
What led to our success was the fact that we were very versatile. We had Jay Crowder running the four, versatile guy who was a 3-and-D guy, and he could play on all positions. There's a reason why when PJ Tucker
Guess
was there, we
guess
made
what
it to the
team
Eastern
Jay Crowder?
Conference
Guess what
Finals.
team Jay Crowder's on right now?
The Bucks.
Bucks.
You're
The
cooked,
Bucks, yeah.
Stab. You're
He's
cooked.
not the same guy. He's not the same
Yeah,
guy.
honestly, Dub, you know what's crazy?
He's not
I
the same
played
guy.
against y'all every series in 2020 in the bubble year.
You picked against him against Indiana.
Yes, I actually did.
You believe that? You
Did
believe
you
that?
fool for
Bubble
TJ
season?
Warren?
You
Hey,
believe that
fool, he
MJ
fooled me.
Ward?
I didn't fool- and him and Oladipo, I'm like, I don't know. I was just a Heat hater that back then. I'm like, I don't like the Heat. I just want to pick against them.
Nah, we had a little rivalry. The Hawks and Trae Young have a little. I mean,
I
the
had
Heat
the,
and Trae
I
Young
had
have
the
a little
Heat in every,
rivalry.
I had the Heat in every series.
The Bucks really surprised me though. That Bucks one surprised me. I thought it would beat Boston, and when they faced against Lakers, I don't think Bron gonna fold.
If we was healthy, we could have beat the Lakers. I swear to God, I will die on that hill. I will die on it. All
I
this
think you guys
talks
pushed it to
that
7 without winning it.
all these talks that people say, oh yeah, LeBron could have beat the Cavs. LeBron could have beat the Warriors in 2015 and freaking Kyrie and Kevin Love would they get hurt. Well, where's the consistency with Miami Heat in 2020?
Oh yeah, Dub. That reminds me. Do you know what I really hate when the LeBron stands do? You know how they say, "Oh, LeBron played against all these great teams in the finals," and like
The
they put
Heat.
up the Warriors and the Spurs and stuff. Do they realize that the only reason they're viewed as such great teams is because they have championships? Like, for
Yeah.
example, if the Utah Jazz won in 97 and 98,
Yo.
they'd be viewed as an all-time great team.
Mars,
and the
I was
reason they're
thinking
not
the
is because
same
they
thing.
lost.
Yeah, I do. Mars, I do
the
agree.
same exact thing, bro.
Mars, I do agree because I hate that argument when they said Jordan had no competition. Those teams that Jordan placed, that the Suns team was really good. That Sonics team was really good. The Jazz teams was good.
The
Like
reason,
all
they're
those teams
not,
were
the
really
reason they're
good.
not held in high regard all the time is because they never won. And the reason they never won is because they lost in the finals to guess who? The Bulls.
MJ.
And they,
The
and I
reason,
think
the
I think
reason,
they
the, the, reason
underrated
the
them.
Spurs are viewed in such high regard, if the 2014 Spurs lost to Miami in 2014, they wouldn't be called an all-time great team. I guarantee you they wouldn't.
But I will say this:
If
that
the Warriors in
the Warriors was
2015
crazy though.
lost, they wouldn't be called an all-time great team. If the Miami aren't called an all-time great team anyway, and Dallas, we know what happened. The 2007 Spurs, if they lost to LeBron in 07, they wouldn't be called an all-time great team. The reason you call them an all-time great team is because they won the finals, and guess who they beat? They beat LeBron James. If they actually lost, you wouldn't say that. So you're only saying that because they won and they beat your guy to win. So it's kind
But I
of
would say
LeBron
I would say
fans are in
2017 the
shambles.
Warriors was crazy
That-
though.
Oh
That
no, the
was just
2017
phenomenal.
were for sure. Like they were gonna be called a great team regardless.
I agree with
Hey.
you on the I agree with you on the 2015 Warriors. They wouldn't have been called all-time great team, but I think that the Spurs
2016 and beyond.
The Spurs are not being called an all-time great team if they
Which one,
lose back-to-back
2014?
finals.
No, because I think people would just call back to the earlier championships. They'd be like, oh, they still had Duncan, they had Ginobili, they had Parker, they had those Hall of Famers. They would still look at them in that light, I think.
Nah, if the Spurs,
That's still a great
But
team. in my
they'll
opinion.
look at them as old and past
Yeah.
their prime, like
Yes.
they look at Carl
If the-
Malone.
No, because
that's
not
what they would do.
if
That's
the
what they would
Spurs,
do.
If
if
they
the
still made
Spurs
the
lost,
finals and-
people don't understand the reason why the Spurs get called the Spurs is because of the way that they were dog walking Miami. That's
Nah, they was still
why.
a great team though. They was dog walking the entire they was playing great the entire playoff run.
They
But
struggled
Dev,
more
but Dev.
against OKC than Miami.
But Dev,
I
it-
cried it. I
that
cried
goes
when
to
we
show
lost that
that goes to
series.
show the impact of Kevin Durant. Number one, number two, number two. Mars is 100% right.
And I said
Them
the Warriors in 2017 are an outlier. I literally said they would still be viewed as all-time great. They just failed. So shut up. Carry on.
Them being put on that map of beating LeBron James and having the series in which they did, that's what validates them as this all-time great team. If the Phoenix Suns, for instance, if the Phoenix Suns beat Michael Jordan and the Bulls, that team was loaded, and nobody talks about that. That team had like 6 guys above double figures. I think it was 6 or 7. Charles
The issue
Barkley-
was their defense was just meh.
yeah,
That
but
was the issue.
if they would
The
have won
Suns always
Mars,
have a defense.
if
issue.
they would have won Mars, that would have been
Oh,
one of the best teams of all
100%.
time.
100%.
But you see,
I-
you want to know what happened? LeBron let people eat on his watch, and
What,
MJ
what,
did it.
what,
I
in
disagree.
your opinion, what
I
was the
disagree
best
on
team
that.
Jordan
This
faced in the
is a little
finals?
bit. This because now the rhetoric was
Sonics.
completely different. Back when after the Spurs had won, like in 2007, people were like considering them one of the greatest teams. Like, people were talking about them in that light. I know it was a lot of years later, but still, like they were viewed as like an all-time great team, even though
that defense was crazy.
Yeah, they were like people were debating like, oh, are they a dynasty? Even though they didn't win any back-to-back, that was what people were talking about. And so now to say that the conversation is only because they beat LeBron, that's not true.
If they would have lost to LeBron,
if they lost, they would have just said it was Duncan was like 36, Manu was 36.
No.
He's talking about 07. He's talking about
No.
07. He's talking about 07. He's talking about 07.
No. But I'm saying like a lot of people still attribute that.
Suns,
A lot of people attribute that earlier success to how they viewed them even in 2013 and 2014,
which is a major issue.
No, but it's true.
Bro, that's
we're talking about how people would talk about it. That's how people would talk about it. That's how
LeBron James fans would talk about it.
Yeah.
But just most people.
Think about it. But think about it, Drew. Think about it, Drew. This all-time great dynasty Spurs, right?
They're only a dynasty because they beat LeBron twice.
Yes. With LeBron.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
They wouldn't be called a dynasty with 3 championships. They wouldn't.
No, I mean, a reason why they have like, I think the playoff success.
I was there. I was literally watching media coverage and all that stuff. People were like, "Oh, are they a dynasty?" They were talking about, even though they haven't won any back-to-back. People were debating like,
the 99 to 05 would be viewed as a dynasty, sure. No, 2013 and 14 would not be considered part of that dynasty. It wouldn't.
After 07,
he's talking about 07. He's talking about 07, Mars.
If they lost in 07 and never won it, so if 05 was their last championship,
they won.
The Spurs after that would not be called Dynasty Spurs. They wouldn't.
No, I'm talking about after 07. So they won in 07. There was the third one, right? So like they were.
That was the fourth one. That was their fourth.
A lot of people didn't give LeBron any trash or any like negative downplaying of his career because he lost in that series, because they were like, oh my God, he lost to the all-time, like, this great Spurs team, Duncan, a Hall of Famer, Ginobili, Parker. Like people were talking about them in that light back then. So that's why when we talk about LeBron, people don't ever bring up that series and be like, damn, LeBron played trash in this series, because no, we look at like he was going up against a team he was overmatched. That's what people
think about it. But Drew, think about it like this, right? You're so overmatched, right? The Spurs are so overmatched, and with LeBron James probably playing the second worst finals performance he's ever had in his whole
I agree.
Watch this. So they only lost by 10. They one time. That was in game 2. In game 3, they lost by 3. In game 4, they lost by 1. And in game 1, they lost by 9. So despite their main guy being fucking ass for the whole entire series, they were still able to compete. That doesn't show me the Spurs as his all-time great.
But
the Spurs still a great team. Though. I think that shows how great LeBron was.
No, that's not how great LeBron
was. I just contradicted myself.
Hold on, I agree with you. That's the reality. Like if LeBron played a little bit better, they could have damn near probably.
But Dub, is it fair to say like?
But that's the point is that the reality is not how people were talking about it. The way we're talking about how people would talk about it. That's what people were talking about. Now that's not that wasn't the reality, but that's what I'm saying. That's how people.
So what Mars started off is the reason why we talk about it in that way is because of the outcome in which happened, and the outcome of which happened was the 07 Spurs, because of LeBron James playing so badly, they beat them and they swept them. When LeBron James had numerous times of winning in some of those in game 1, game 3, and game 4.
We don't talk about it that way though. We don't talk about it as in like we don't put it on LeBron for them losing that series.
Yeah, you know why? Because the Spurs are still viewed as a dynasty. You know why? Because they have 5 rings and 2 are against LeBron. That's my point.
No, I'm talking about back then, like when it happened. Back in like
you know why? Because that was their 4th ring in 8 years. If they here's what I'm saying. 99 to 05 dynasty. We all agree they won 99, they won 03, and they won 05. That's 3 rings in 6 years. In 07, if they would have lost and LeBron played well, and then they carried on. They didn't make the finals 08, 09, 10, 11, 12. They made it back in 13 and 14. And if they would have lost in 13 and 14 again, they would have said the dynasty ended in 05. And they would have said 07, from 06 onwards, the Spurs started to taper off a little bit. And you can actually see in 06, they lost to Dallas. 07, and people say they should have lost to Phoenix anyway. They shouldn't even have been in the finals. 08 all the way to 2012, they weren't making deep playoff runs. 2013, they lost 2014. That's what would have happened.
Oh wait, they did. But
I think that Spurs team was still winning a lot of games.
I disagree. If they lost in 07 to LeBron, I think people would be saying straight up back then. People would say LeBron's the GOAT, or he's on his path to being the greatest of all time. Back then,
yeah, because that 07 team was still really talented.
Oh my God, talk about the Spurs.
Oh no, I get you.
Crazy. So if LeBron had beaten them in 07 with that Cavs team, oh my God, he would have been on an unbelievable pedestal that he would have been called the GOAT 5 years in the league.
You want to know why? You want to
And
lie?
I agree. I'm just saying they wouldn't be viewed as a dynasty Spurs in
No,
07.
no,
onwards. That's it.
the talk would be LeBron ended the Spurs dynasty.
That's what
Okay,
they would
that-
say. That's what they would say. But they
That's
wouldn't
what-
say that the dynasty Spurs went all the way till 2014, like they're doing now. That's my point.
No. Well, yeah,
It would be a different narrative, but
Yeah.
I do agree.
Yeah,
They
it
would
would-
say
yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
ended the dynasty. Yes.
All right. I didn't realize the time, so I gotta,
Yeah, time. Yeah.
Y'all
All right,
be easy.
wait.
Appreciate y'all.
I just gotta say one thing. So you guys were debating whether or not the screaming actually helped the Bulls. This is straight from Scotty Barnes' mouth. This is from Josh Lewinberg. Scotty Barnes said, for sure, it was quiet in the gym. She was yelling. I was trying to figure out who it was. We went 18th for 36 from the line, so it had an effect somewhat. She did a great job. That's straight from his mouth.
So
Scotty
that's
Barnes said-
respect. That's respect.
embarrassing, too.
No, that's not embarrassing. That's respect. You're like, yeah, yo, you did your thing. Like,
Hey, Dub. Honestly, you know
No.
what? She just had the aura. That's it.
Dub,
She
when you see the clip of what she was doing, you're gonna be like, what the hell?
yeah, I gotta see
Dude,
this.
Yeah,
I
because
gotta
at first
see
I was just hearing it because I tuned into the game late. I was just hearing it and I was like, what the hell? I thought it was my recording bugging. I thought something was going on. And then they panned to. I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Fellas, y'all be easy, man. Peace. Oh man. All right, let me read off some super chats before we let some guys up. Gideon Shea showed out from Hugh Taylor. Appreciate you, man. Deco, Pat Bev, a play-in legend.
Undefeated in the play-in.
Undefeated in the play-in. Did he make it every year?
Well, he was in the play-in last year with Minnesota, and he was in the play-in this year with Chicago. And 2020.
Was he with the Clippers when they lost?
I don't know.
I think he was. So he's not undefeated. You just got cooked, Morris.
Wait, last year they lost in the play-in. He was on Minnesota. He beat them and then got on the table.
Oh,
and
I'm tripping. I'm cooked.
See, I didn't talk about Cook. Shut up, man. You're cooked. I'm talking about I was cooked. You're
I'm cooked. I'm sorry. My bad.
You're cooked.
Maybe next time.
You can try.
Dub, if you think Miami can upset the Bucks, please elaborate more. Is this team better than the 2021 team? What matchups can the Heat expose? What can their offense do to score on the Bucks?
He told you Jimmy Butler won't play as bad, and Giannis always struggles against the Bucks, so therefore Miami in 6.
Yeah. literally that. Kendrick Starr. Real talk, I think DeMar's girl impacted free throws. I don't think anybody's denying that. John Vaughn, what do you think about the Kuz and Dinwiddie beef? Is Spencer a third on a chip team?
Nope. And I don't care about the beef. I've seen like Kuzma send out like 6 tweets or something talking about how Spencer Dinwiddie's not good and stuff. I was like, cool. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm not even gonna lie. And Spencer Dinwiddie, I don't think he's a third on the championship team. Maybe a 4. That's about it. Besides Kobe and Shaq, who do you guys have as the next best duo? If there was a one-on-one game tournament for point guards, who you guys have winning it?
Steph and KD, and I think the point guards one-on-one tournament, probably Kyrie.
If this is all time, right? Because I'll probably go with MJ and Scotty as a duo, and then one-on-one game tournament, Kyrie. Like, come on, bro. Kyrie.
Yeah,
All
probably
time?
Kyrie.
I may go with AI, though.
You think AI beats Kyrie?
I think I will pay to see that, bro.
So would I.
I will pay to see that. Heart versus skill.
Damn, you're saying AI is not skilled. Clip it, Dub, you're cooked. You're saying AI is not skilled. You're saying AI is not skilled. That's crazy.
That's right. You're right. I should have used Jimmy Butler as that. Jimmy Butler versus PG. Who wins that?
One-on-one.
Heart versus skill.
In a one-on-one game.
Yeah. One-on-one.
Paul George cooks Jimmy Butler one-on-one.
Paul George cooks him?
Nah, he wins. I wouldn't say he cooks him. He wins.
Heart versus skill. We should do that, bro. We should come up with a bracket of heart versus skill players. Players with the most heart versus players with the most skill. That would be fire, actually.
People are going to complain when they see Giannis in the heart category.
He definitely belongs in the heart category. It's hating when you only talk about. It's hating when you only talk bad about someone.
What if there's nothing good to say?
Yeah.
Exactly. You're cooked.
Well, When I do say that Giannis is one of the best players in the league right now, on top of that, I think his defense is amazing. I think that his dominance is amazing to talk about. I talk about all those things, but you just don't pay attention to it. So it's not my fault. It's yours. There you go. Nobody perfect. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is perfect.
You got 5 in a 3-point contest. You guys are bum.
Drink more water. Look at Drew and Bam's stats in 2021, Dub. Yeah, Drew was bad. Bam was. Let me see. What was Bam doing?
No one cares about this series, Dub. No one cares.
I don't care. It's a super chat, Mars. So obviously someone does. And Bam had 15. So what?
Yeah, no, that's ordinary, Bam.
Ordinary Bam. Darren Falls. Drew as your number 2 option is a problem. ...
Does the word option mean second best player or literally you're the second best scorer on the team?
When I say option, I always regard it as score. That's just me.
Okay.
So when I'm talking about second option, I'm mainly talking about scoring, not really the
Because I don't like how people interchangeably seem to use the two, as if saying someone's the second option on the team doesn't mean you're the second best player on the team.
Yes.
And same thing would be in the first scoring option, even though most of the time the first scoring option is the best player, but it's not always the case. I don't like that people use them like that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Mars spitting. Let's talk about MJ Finals comp. MJ over LaFraud. I'm sorry.
I think LeBron's finals competition was probably harder, but I think MJ had great finals competition himself.
And he had better Eastern Conference competition.
Oh, for sure.
LeBron fans created the Spurs dynasty live from greatest.
It's not a lie. They're for sure a dynasty. I just don't think the dynasty stretched all the way to 2014.
Word. All right, man. Let's get some more guys up here. And oh no, where'd he go? I was going to get Desto up here so I could play the clip. But I guess.
What's up? What's up, fellas?
What's up, guys?
All right, guys, we got to stop. This is kind of LeBron thing. LeBron's finals opponent blow Michael Jordan out the water. We're talking about a Phoenix Suns team in 90.
Oh, my
Hold on. I'm not done talking. We're talking about Dan Marley as the third best player. Hold up. We're talking about
Robert.
on a Phoenix Suns team. We're talking about Jeff Hornacek. No, hold up. I'm not done talking.
You're not done. Let him cook.
We're talking about Jeff Hornacek, who averaged 10 points in the finals as the third best player on the team. What are we talking about? If Michael Jordan played on all of LeBron's teams, Michael Jordan would be 2-8 in the finals. Matter of fact, Michael Jordan would have lost in the first or second round. He wouldn't even make 10 finals. It's a complete joke.
You just lied. So
hypotheticals, I love it.
I'm
not going to dip in that pool, but
Go ahead, Max. What you got to say, bro?
Just lied so passionately for no reason.
In 07, why did LeBron play bad?
LeBron played bad what? When? 2011?
In 07. He said in 07, why did LeBron play bad?
He played incredibly bad. He was scared to shoot the ball. He was turning the ball over.
But why? He said why.
Okay, why? LeBron hadn't developed the game. He was a super athlete.
And there was no
LeBron
other
was a super athlete. He didn't have a jump shot. LeBron
everybody, the whole team played horrible. So that's why the Spurs are considered a dynasty, because they knew how to win no matter what. It wasn't. I get tired of Dub. You keep saying this 07. If Braun would have just played to his normal standard. There's a reason why he didn't play to his normal standard. A legit reason.
Because he's just not that guy.
He wasn't that
guy.
He wasn't that guy yet.
Yeah, he wasn't that guy yet, and the Spurs defense was good.
Yeah, he wasn't that guy, bro. His shooting percentage was off.
Again, LeBron
he airballed free throws in that series.
LeBron was a super athlete. That's all it was. He was super athlete.
If you watch it, game 1, first quarter, Tony Parker had 15 points or something like that. He had to guard Tony Parker for the rest of the series, running around with Tony Parker. Come on.
But you know what gets me mad, though? You know what gets me mad, Max? That everybody credits LeBron James for them going to the finals and no credit for that Cleveland Cavaliers team and what they were doing on the defensive side of things.
Man,
the fact that LeBron James, the fact that LeBron James was over here playing that bad and the team was still able to keep it in striking distance goes to show you how good that team really was.
That's because Tim Duncan struggled with the length of Ilgauskas and Varejao was there. Like he just struggled against the length of Cleveland inside, and they ended up relying on Tony Parker.
Well, Cleveland couldn't get a damn rebound in game 1 and 2.
Tim Duncan's struggles in that series is very overlooked. Like Tim Duncan played his worst. That was probably his worst finals performance ever out of all.
They had nobody that could guard Tony Parker. That's the whole difference of the series.
No, look, if
Tony
LeBron
Parker
played well,
controlled the series.
there's a case. If LeBron was kind of played his regular season self, you can make a case that they would have won. Do I think a guy like Tim Duncan might have stepped up in that spot if seeing LeBron play well? Sure. I think that they would lose either way, but sure.
It's the butterfly.
I don't think it was possible for LeBron to play his regular season self.
Thank you, Mars.
He
That's
he wasn't good enough to do that, so he didn't, and then they lost.
So that's fair.
It don't matter. Whoever coming out the East that year was gonna get smacked. Okay.
I would say that 2007, he wasn't. You could say he wasn't ready. His game wasn't there. But here's what it is. Another thing. So back to what we talking about today. What's up with this overreaction to 1 game sample sizes? Suddenly Eric Spoelstra is a bad coach. Brooke Lopez is better than Bam Adebayo. We got. You know what I mean? We got Brandon Mink.
Crazy, my boy.
I can see Brandon.
I already said.
No, it's just like it's 1 game sample sizes. Yeah, just play your tournament. There's a reason.
It's not a 1 game sample size with Bam, bro.
It's not 1 game. It's not 1 game.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay, no, but the overreaction to the 1 game that the Heat lost is a little crazy. We've seen Bam play now for several years. He's been the same player for several years.
Bam out.
Like last year. No, last year, I'm not gonna lie. Bam Adebayo severely underperformed in the whole entire postseason. He just had a great game 6 or 7, I believe. He just had 1 good game, but he's been underperforming ever since 2020. So I just want
to know, who do we think Bam is?
Coming
who do we think Bam is? Like,
I want him to step up to be a number 2. I'm not gonna lie.
Heat pack coming soon, man.
You have so much talent. You have so much talent, bro. You have God-given.
But does he really have that much talent?
And you don't know how to use it. It gets me mad.
Does he really got that much talent?
I don't think Bam that guy though. I don't think Bam that guy.
He got a nice mid-range shot. He could break down his defender. And he could abuse a mismatch.
He didn't come into the NBA with that.
He could abuse a mismatch. He can abuse a mismatch easily at the 5. It's a mismatch for a lot of guys at the 5 position because he could get by them easily. But this man just don't be aggressive, bro. No, it is his game. He's not aggressive.
No, it is not.
That's his
never
game,
was.
Bro, how about you gonna out rebound him coming off the bench?
I don't think Bam got post moves like that. I think his mid range is decent.
No, he don't.
He's not a scorer.
He's an athlete.
That's not the point. The point is he could be
killing
a lot of these. He could be killing a lot of these centers.
No, he can't. He don't got the skill. He don't got the skill.
Max. Yes, he does. You acting like him and Robert Williams, bro. When he actually turned the fucking switch off and turned his brain off, he was cooking his ass. He can't hold him. Clint Capella shouldn't be holding you, bro. You got a nice mid-range shot.
Yes,
he should. One game, Bam and Nicola.
Talking about? He don't got the skill.
Have
you watched Bam Adebayo play? Have you watched him at all?
Since he was in high school.
Then you don't know what you're watching. You don't know what you're watching.
Y'all overrated playmaking. He ain't got a damn jump shot. You overrated his defense. He can't protect the damn
overrated his defense.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck.
Bam's an elite defender.
Hey man, y'all need to chill, man.
Bam's an elite defender.
You acting like you acting like in 2019 he wasn't fucking doing that shit. He was, but they seen that there was more value. No. What are you talking about?
Open Gym came on. You keep talking about damn 2019. It is 2023, dog.
Listen to me, Mad Max. Listen to me right now. You want
to
know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? You brought up a point. You brought up a point. Oh yeah, go block the fucking shots. Go protect the rim. He was doing that, especially in the beginning of his career. But you want to know what we did? Miami seen there was more value in switching. There was more value in being versatile. There was more value in us playing 1 through 5.
Is it really?
Our defense had been great for the last fucking 3 years.
So
obviously it's working.
That shit overrated.
How's it overrated? Because Giannis Antetokounmpo was struggling against us too. The Boston Celtics were struggling against us too. Fucking, we locked up the Hawks last season. We were locking up James Harden last season. What are you talking about? It's not working. It's working. It's not working for the last 6 years. We're talking about.
It's working. He needs to put a damn.
We need offense. That's what we need.
Put some in that offensive bag in his.
We need offense. We need Bam to step up.
Y'all pay him to switch.
We need Hero to take the jump.
Tyler Hero should have stepped up. Tyler Hero should have stepped up.
We need to find guys other than
Step up, Kyle Lowry.
Contract player needs to step up. That's who needs to step up. The guy y'all paying $35 million to switch. You can go pay Robert Williams $12 million, and he can do the same shit.
Fuck out of here! No, he can't.
Why do
you think Curry was having a field day on the fucking Boston Celtics? Because they kept playing drop coverage, and when they switched,
that was the scheme.
Robert Williams was getting cooked.
That was the scheme. You talking about the scheme? They
played drop coverage because they didn't want Rob Gordon. When they started switching, Rob was getting cooked. What are you talking about?
Man, stop playing with the Time Lord. No, that was true. That was facts, Doug. That was facts, Doug.
He's not bad.
I seen Bam get cooked too, but that overrated as hell. Jimmy Butler overrated.
Can we show some love?
Pat Riley,
man, show some love to
you just like Bam Lee, y'all just go for fucked up organizations. That's all y'all do.
What's your favorite team? What's your favorite team?
The Timberwolves.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh no, bro. Hey.
Yo, I ain't got no team.
Bro. Ain't got to turn up.
I ain't got no team, though. I'm
now you ain't got team. Now you got.
I'm a LeBron fan, man.
Oh, anywhere LeBron goes.
Go James.
God,
yeah. I'm a Timberwolves fan because Anthony Edwards on there right now.
Let him ask a question. Here's a question.
So, like, do people really believe Zion when he said he was 99%? Because I'm pretty sure he was just saying that so the NBA fan base did not destroy him. Bro, if he would have said anything else, they would have been like, "Oh, you're fat ass sitting home eating honey buns. That's why you're not." Like, if he would have said,
doing that in a way.
There's no winning for him. And I'm gonna say something else, bro. I'm sick and tired of niggas capping for these fucking GMs, bro. These niggas are not loyal to anybody. When are people gonna realize that in any sport? DeMar DeRozan said the week he got traded, they literally said to his face, "Bro, we promise you're not getting traded." He got traded that week. Isaiah Thomas played the same day his sister died. He found out she died before he got on the court. He played in that game. A few days later was her birthday, and he dropped 50 points. What did they do? A month later, they trade him. Fuck them niggas, bro. Stop acting like you got to be loyal to these niggas. They look at you guys as employers, bro. They do not care about y'all. I promise you they don't. But y'all want Zion, who hasn't played in 5 months or in 6 months. Y'all want him to get on the court when he hasn't played. He's probably not.
That's for his teammates. That ain't got shit to do for the owner.
So you don't think they're going to attack Zion all throughout the game when they know he's not even in well condition? They're going to make him look crazy, bro. But in a high, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Not only that, we're talking about Zion. I don't think it's just on Zion. I think it's more about the Pelicans training staff, because you know who else hasn't played in a few months? Jose Alvarado. I'm seeing Pelicans fans saying, like, bro, these guys aren't giving us any update with Jose Alvarado. They're not telling us what's going on with him. He's just been out. So I don't even think
was out for a while too.
Yeah, exactly. Pelicans have the worst, but it's known the Pelicans have the worst training staff in the league. It's known that.
But what happens when Zion goes out there and he, God forbid, tears his hamstring or something? What are they gonna do, bro? As soon as they can, they're gonna ship him off, bro. It's just that simple. Y'all know that they don't care about these guys at the end of the day. But y'all want them to go out there.
I don't know why
so y'all can sit there and eat y'all popcorn and say, "Yo, look at Zion doing a nice little windmill dunk, man." No, bro, these niggas are looking out for themselves. Because at the end of the day,
I don't know why everybody want to knock top 40
y'all aren't gonna
cash
them no money, saying, "Yo, bro, thanks for playing for our entertainment right there. You know, I'm sorry you can never get your max deal." Like, it just doesn't work like that, bro. Like, I'm just sick and tired of people always taking up for these owners. Like, they aren't the ones, bro. They're looking out for themselves. Billionaires trying to be billionaires, bro.
No, I hear what you're saying. Like, players should definitely look out for themselves. You know, definitely want to rush back early. With Zion, it's not just like this season. It's been essentially his whole career, right, where he hasn't been available. So I think people they see the talent, and people are just kind of sick and tired of him always sitting out. I hear what you're saying, that you don't want to come back, you know, possibly just ruin the future of your career, whatever the case may be. But that Pelicans team, when you put Zion on that team, I think they're not even the player.
They probably would have got the Suns last year if he was.
Probably so.
Why y'all hyping up this not top 40 player for, man?
And bro, when I say that, hold on, one more thing. I'm not saying Zion doesn't need to improve himself. I am, because I ain't gonna front. I was looking at him on that bench. He was giving club bouncer. Like, that's what he was giving, bro. He was looking kind of crazy. So I'm not saying he doesn't have things to work on, but what I'm saying is, bro, we have to look at stuff from like both sides, bro. I know for a fact he's not really 99%. People see him do a windmill dunk, and that they think that means, oh, he can go out there and drop 35, 8 and 8 and play 40 minutes. That's not what it means, bro. I promise you it's not. So I just think people should look at stuff from both perspectives in that situation and give players more credit.
100%.
These owners not.
I want to know why everybody hyping up these Grizzlies like they just world beaters though.
I agree.
Look, no. This hit. No. The problem is like what we saw against what we saw with the Lakers against the T-Wolves, bro. They had
That's
sloppy
basketball, bro.
They had sloppy turnovers, bro. They've been having this problem all year, bro. The turnovers are sloppy. You cannot turn over the ball against Memphis, bro. They young, they energetic. I don't think their guards are gonna hold job, bro. That's the only thing.
This is what happened to Lakers shit. So the Grizzlies, ever since Steven Adams went down, they're bottom 3 in rebounds against centers, and they're bottom 5 against allowing points to centers. Anthony Davis should literally average 38 and 20 against this team. They have
and they 28 on catch and shoot opportunities in the league.
Lakers have the game plan. So the Lakers, especially LeBron, he has to understand for them to win this series, Anthony Davis has to be their best player. Like he has to put up the most points. So they have to get the ball to Anthony Davis, tell him, be aggressive. No one can stop him there. And everyone else do their thing, hit open shots, LeBron facilitate, do their thing. D'Angelo Russell's not, again, 1 game sample size. If D-Rod's going to be that guy, shooting 1 for 9 or what was it, 2 for 9 from the field, I don't think so. I have faith that he's going to hit open shots. I think the Lakers, and people forget, like in these play-in games, like the talent to spare in the NBA is not as great as like college. So like, yes, Rudy Gobert was out, McDaniels was hurt. But, you throw Torian Prince in there, you throw Kyle Anderson. Those are good players. Timberwolves played good. And if Ant plays shoots regular, they win the game.
They showed how valuable perimeter defense is over rim protecting.
Yeah, that's true, 100%. They with Lakers too. Like Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder looks like an all-NBA defensive player in the fourth quarter.
Did y'all see
the first 3 quarters? The guy just.
Did y'all see that block that Ant had? Oh my
That's
God.
why he's the best shooting guard in the
that
league,
was crazy.
dog.
Yeah, he better do that after he
shot. Oh no, folks. The real light-skinned Kobe over here, bro, in Chicago.
Jalen Green ain't got shit on Anthony.
Oh my God.
That's
crazy.
He got kicked twice.
Wait, who do you guys think with OKC Minnesota? I think OKC wins. I'm a big fan of SGA.
Yeah, Minnesota's cooked. I think they're mentally cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I like how y'all like automatically putting the heat over the Bulls. Like,
no, I mean the Bulls. Look, in a 1 game thing,
the
you saw
Bulls
what
have
happened.
Demar Derozan. The Bulls have.
you said that last time, Mars.
Yeah, and guess what?
DeMar
Alex
might
Caruso,
cook
Zach
Maxey,
Levine,
bro.
Patrick Williams, all those guys decided to.
DeMar had 20 points. You said he was going for 12.
You think this man is gonna beat us?
Oh my God.
No,
Exactly.
Bro, who
Demar Derozan's 20 points isn't moving. I'm sorry.
Zach Levine's
No, Mark. He had some clutch shots, Mark. He damn near started the run, Mark. So don't do that,
you need to
Mark.
recognize Zach got his legs back.
Kello, why are we gonna believe in the Bulls when their best player was a little girl off the freaking Raptors? I mean,
that's what we doing.
Bro.
That's what we doing.
Their best player came from the Timberwolves.
Guys, Zach Levine very cooked Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because my man Zach got his legs back. He's putting his head down, taking it to the rack.
The best player last night. We all know who the best player was. It was Diar Derozan.
Oh my God.
That's the reason y'all won.
DeRozan didn't play bad.
Dub, have you watched it, Dub?
Hey, you
watched
it?
I didn't watch it.
We put real pressure on the.
Kidnapped. I would have looked too. It sounded like she was getting kidnapped.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
That was like you hear that scream in public, you like, oh, what's going on?
But besides the screaming, we was putting real pressure on the ball because in the first half, Van Vliet, Pascal was looking like Steph and KD in the first half. We put real pressure on their ass in the second. And Zach was
Pascal was cooking at first.
Nah, real talk, bro. Like what really happened in that game?
Yo, check this out. So
I didn't watch it. Like what really happened in the game? Like
Zach Levine played like
Zach Levine dropped 30 in the second half.
And the Raptors missed free throws.
Players get hot. Zach Levine, turned into an all-time scorer. The Raptors were missing free throws. Caruso's defense was amazing. But
our on-board pressure was crazy.
The Raptors choked. Siakam wasn't getting buckets. Van Vliet wasn't getting buckets. The Raptors just stopped scoring. They just choked.
The Raptors play like they've been doing all year instead of playing like world beaters in the first half.
Hey, the first time, like when Zach hit that pull-up 3, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win this motherfucker.
It's weird. Raptors defensively should be able to stop him. Like Scotty Barnes should be.
They a good defensive team, but I told you they shoot and get poor when motherfuckers.
The problem with the Raptors this year, why did they didn't make a huge move, is because everyone expected Scotty Barnes to take the next step. They expected him to be close to a 20-point guy while playing elite level defense, and he didn't take that next step. So that was kind of the problem with them.
I got some super chats, man. KJ the Don, what's your favorite NBA finals? I think the 3-1 comeback is one of my favorites.
I hate
that series.
Yeah, let's see. I gotta.
2016 is crazy.
Damn,
2016 was such a mid-series.
It's crazy, Mark.
The only game that was close was Game 7. Every other game wasn't close. It's just because they came back 3-1.
That's true.
Yes,
If you go watch, I agree. The story was great. If you actually watch those games, they're not entertaining games.
Hey, I like 2018.
Game 1 wasn't entertaining. Game 2 wasn't entertaining. Game 3 wasn't entertaining.
They came back from
Game
3-1.
4 wasn't entertaining. Game 5 wasn't entertaining. Game 6 wasn't entertaining.
3-1.
Game 7 was entertaining. That's it.
They came back for 3-1.
Game 7 made up for it, kid.
They did. Go watch
Mark,
the first 6
I got a
games of that
question.
series. It was not entertaining.
They came back.
Mark, can you give me?
They
I'm
did.
going with
Give me 5
2018.
teams better than the 2014 Spurs. I think the 2014 Spurs are the top 5 team in history.
I'm with you. I think they're the
my
greatest
goodness.
ball. They have the
I
greatest
think
ball.
they beat the Warriors. I think they
my
beat the 2015 Warriors.
That old ass squad, bro.
No. See, we can't just look at talent with that team, though. That team, if you look at the play style.
Oh, but you can look at talent with the 1993 Phoenix Suns.
No. It's combinations.
They did have the fundamentals.
You know about that era, Mars.
Fundamentals.
I throw up when I hear anything past 01. I get sick.
Oh, well then, yeah, the 14 Spurs are probably a top 5 team.
Well, I'm talking about you can go in history for me for sure. I'm talking about for you.
Oh, then I'm gonna start bringing up the 64 Celtics, the 67
you're right.
Like the 86 Celtics, the 96 Bulls, the 2017 Warriors. That's 5 teams already. So.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I got 2014 Spurs and 7 over the 2017.
Giannis' performance at the game 2.
That's on you.
Ooh.
2021 Bucks. The 2021 Bucks series was actually great. I like watching that.
It was great, bro. Like,
like
people was trying to give the Suns at the game 2 the trophy already. Like,
yeah, they
was competing. They was competing every game. I would say that.
And let's not forget in the conference finals, Giannis damn near had his knee damn near went backwards. So
yeah, that was weird.
What's the worst final series of all time?
I've seen the worst was. I went back and looked at 2017. Cavs defensive effort was
to me was the Nets versus the Lakers. That was just such a dumb series.
What, 02?
Yeah, I think was that
I can't really speak on Lakers 3-peat because like I was in Pampers.
Was the Pacers versus Lakers better than Nets versus Lakers?
Wait, Mars.
Yeah,
Pacers versus Lakers were way better
than Nets versus
Lakers. When did you get into basketball?
Oh, the day KD joined Golden State.
What the fuck are you going to talk to me about 2016? How you going to talk to me about 2016?
Hey, you low key, I did not watch one regular season game really like that when KD joined. I'm like, why even watch basketball? They about to get this dub, get this easy.
Yeah, remember when they lost the first
I
game
went back and watched.
Everyone said they were gonna fail.
Yeah, they lost.
I ain't gonna lie. You couldn't tell me that the Cavs weren't gonna beat them, but then I had to get real. But
nah, people.
I went back and seen Cavs defensive effort.
People forget that Houston almost beat him. Like if Chris Paul was healthy, I mean, you have a real case that Houston beats that kid.
And then a year later, KD went down.
Hey,
what Curry was doing, fucking him up.
Fellas, I'm gonna let up some other guys up here to spread some love. Man.
All right.
Y'all gotta go.
If y'all want to see me cry if the Heat beat my Bulls tomorrow, man, hit my
Urban Legend. What's up,
Urban Legend?
Y'all think some certain coaches are gonna hold off on interviews and stuff until the lottery to guarantee like a shot at the team that gets Wemby?
Nick Nurse is coming to Houston regardless.
They not holding out. They want a job. They want a job rather than coaching.
But we do gotta start giving coaches. We should have to start holding coaches more accountable for these stagnant offenses. Because the other night when the Timberwolves was playing, when Cat not in the game, they was running motion offense. As soon as Cat checked back in the game, it was stagnant offense. That's why they couldn't do something else.
LeBron ruined the league. He trying to he made
so LeBron changed the league more than Steph Curry on the.
Steph Curry wasn't heliocentric like that.
Steph didn't change the league. That's a myth.
Thank you, Mars. I can go now.
No. People selling for threes more now because of Steph. After that.
No, Steph did not change the league. No.
Y'all be easy.
Analytics changed the league. And
analytics,
the face of it.
That's a fair point. Analytics definitely.
Houston changed the league. The Miami Heat changed the league. No, it's not Steph. They just won with the best shooter of all time, and they just said Steph changed the league. He didn't. But
Ay, Dios mío.
That's going to be another clip that's going to get hate. Well, I need to stop reading the comments because I actually get bothered by idiots. So
yeah, I don't know why you be in the comments so much.
I be reading it because a saying that really has like taken over my life is think about how dumb the average person is, and realize that half of all people are dumber than that. And I've really realized that.
Keep it up, SB.
The more people I talk to, I realize that there's a lot of idiots around the world who I seem to be around.
This is ridiculous. This is fandom at its most ridiculous form.
We getting up out of here, man. Look. This the battle of the cooks because we both cook. Who gonna beat each other to get swept by the Bucks? That's all this is. So, do you want to get swept or do you want me to get swept? But we got beef. We're
not getting swept though. Y'all getting swept, not us.
Y'all cooked. Y'all trash.
I told y'all we just broke this down literally an hour ago. We're not doing this again. Look, Jimmy's not going to be having 29 and 26 from the field.
Y'all the Ja Rule side. We 50 on this beef side. Cause y'all, they got you. They got Mars off the street. They got a dude Duncan Robinson from the TV. Y'all trash.
Wait. You got fucking Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan over there. If anybody Ja Rule, they Ja Rule. What you talking about?
Oh no, we 50
Jimmy from Chicago.
Did you see Diar Derozan screaming at the free throw? She gonna be in Miami, ready to scream.
No, she's going to school. She's gonna be in school.
That's what he said. Trouble for that though. She got trouble for that.
No, bro. Listen,
look, y'all cooked, bro.
Y'all the real softies of the NBA. Miami's the hard dogs. What you talking about?
Who you talking about? With your boy Bam, who been a shell?
We was about to jump Jokic for we about to slide on Jokic for what he did to Morris. What we talking about?
Hey, look, the highlight of your season, Dub, was Udonis Haslam scoring 24 points and coming out that granddaddy chair. Y'all have been atrocious this year. What are we talking about?
No, we have been bad. We have been bad.
No, we know that. But look, we can argue the beef just to be happy about the play-in game, but we both can acknowledge that we getting cooked by the Bucks next round, right?
Nah. We're gonna force it to 6. We're gonna force it to 6. You're not. I will put money on it. We win a game.
Y'all win. Y'all gonna go to at least game 6.
No, that we'll win a game. We will win a game. 100%.
I think what game would that be? In Miami, right?
You guys are really arguing whether or not you're going to get swept or losing 5. What's going on?
We're going to win a game.
So we both at maximum is going 5.
No, not maximum. Maximum is 6.
Who, the Heat?
If we lose, we lose.
Did y'all just lose to the Hawks, who've been mid all year, right?
If we lose, we lose in 6.
Mars, get them. Get them.
I can't argue with nonsense.
Hey, and you had some nonsense you said about Derrick Rose too, Mars. I don't like that.
Oh, you think Derrick Rose would be a top 10 point guard of all time?
If he was still healthy, yes.
Yeah, over here.
Wait, so you think that Derrick Rose didn't deserve his MVP?
What?
No, answer the question.
I think he deserved it. Where did that come from? I'm
gonna cook you for it. Because I'm gonna pull a ticket on you. A jabroni for what you said, saying that him and DeRozan, not DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins get overvalued. Mm-hmm. But when they both was at their peak, they was top 5 when they played their peak.
Top 5 what? DeMarcus Cousins was not a top 5
yes, DeMarcus Cousins was a top 5 center at his peak.
Oh, top 5 center. Yeah, you said top 5 player.
No,
that's two different things. He was the best center. He was the best center. I agree. I never said he wasn't.
So what was your point of saying that everybody overvalued him though?
Oh, because the point, I'll go with Boogie first. The point with Boogie was, and if you read the comments like I do,
no, I just saw the clip. I told you to do you dirty.
People genuinely believe DeMarcus Cousins today would be better than Embiid and Jokic. That's what I say when I say that he's overvalued.
Is that crazy?
Yes, he'd be the third. He'd be the third best center in the NBA, and I said that he would be the third. But people genuinely believe he'd be the best.
No,
that's overvaluing.
Okay,
that's what I said.
My question is this though, because DeMarcus Cousins at his peak can do everything Joel Embiid can do offensively and defensively at his peak. And then
not defensive. And Joel
Embiid is probably a better mid-range shooter than
Joel Embiid doing defensively?
Joel Embiid is a better mid-range shooter than Boogie Cousins. That's a fact. Joel can shoot it at a high clip compared to DeMarcus. DeMarcus does not pull up and just one heavy pull up. He doesn't do that.
I know you got your buffs on and you can't see straight.
What dumb shit did I say?
Boogie can literally still shoot a 3, bro. I silly
Joel
said,
too.
I never said Boogie was better than Jokic.
You got your buffs on and you can't see straight. But calm down. I literally just said what he could not do. He could literally do the same thing. I didn't say what it could do better. He could literally do the same thing he do offensively. He can. and defensively they about the same. Only thing Jokic should maybe do is bring the ball to the court and point guard. But Boogie, you can't tell me Boogie wasn't a good passer at center.
No, that's fine.
He was
solid. Like, so what? I mean, he gonna be in that conversation.
There's levels between good and all-time great, but sure.
No, so Boogie is not close to the same defender as Embiid. Like, not close.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Embiid is not an elite defender at center.
Boogie
but he
was
still clears.
Boogie was viewed as a bad defender. You know that?
Yes,
right?
bro. Can't jump. Can't
was
defend
a
the
bad
rim.
defender.
Like,
I mean, but that doesn't matter.
Joel Embiid is an elite defender.
We know that doesn't matter.
Better rim protector than
that's
Boogie.
fine.
It
doesn't need to matter. But the fact of the matter is, they're both better than him offensively, and he wasn't good defensively.
But hold on, Mars. I do have a question because I'm starting to think. Hold on, because people like you and Lowe and y'all love this playmaking. You know what I'm saying? And for Boogie Cousins to clear Embiid as a pass, because to me he clears. It's not even like close.
Yeah, I think he's a better passer. Yeah, I think he's
clears as a passer.
Right. So
I think he's comfortably
a lot of the times.
No, he clears him. He clears him.
A lot
the
of the times,
the same way Steph clears KD, he clears him.
Yeah, a lot of the times y'all have.
I use the same. I use the same words I use for Steph and KD. I said comfortably better. That's the same words I use for Steph and KD.
No.
Dub, I've never said Steph clears. I said comfortably better.
Clears crazy.
Exactly. I've said comfortably better. He's lying right now.
He'll emphasize clear, but then say better. In this scenario, he's not.
No, Dub. With Steph and KD, true or false? I said Steph to me has always comfortably been better.
Say what you said.
I just said the exact same thing about Boogie and Embiid.
Hey, make sure you say.
I've never said Steph clears KD. Dub, you're capping right now.
I'm putting you in a bad. Explain your take, and if it's wrong, I'm writing you in a bad take book. So you got. Go ahead. No.
My take is Jokic and
Don't get
Embiid.
nervous.
Jokic and Embiid are comfortably better than DeMarcus Cousins, and he would not be in the same tier of them. He'd be in the tier 2 of bigs with. Who else? He'd be in the tier 2 on his own. That's why I said. That's why I said he'd be tier 2 by himself.
Yeah.
What was your
my take on Derrick Rose was he wouldn't be the best point guard in today's game. That would still be Steph Curry. He wouldn't be better than Luka Doncic, and he wouldn't be better than Damian Lillard. That was my take on D Rose, and I said he wouldn't. And I said he would. No, and I said he wouldn't be a top 10 point guard of all time. At best, he'd be 9 or 10. That's what I said.
Okay, so wait. So you don't think he'd be better than Dame?
No.
Whatever. Listen. This year, right now alone, right? Who was better that Derrick Rose had when he won 62 games? Who had a better roster?
Derrick Rose.
Oh, now look, listen. Noah was hurt. Ding was hurt, and I believe it was another guy they had was hurt too. And Derrick Rose still won 60 plus games.
They had the best defense in the NBA.
But listen, I hear you that, right? But he had the best defense in the NBA. But
and that's not because of him.
The best defensive players miss games multiple times.
Yeah, that's because Tom Thibodeau is a hell of a coach. It's not Derrick Rose was not a good defender. He wasn't providing defensive value.
But
they had the best defense in the NBA because of the
I hear you that.
And
but
Thibodeau's
you cannot
coaching.
deny the fact that his best defenders missed a lot of times during that season. He still won 60 plus games.
Well, they did. Derrick Rose was a great player, but I'm saying their defense was
so
great.
How can he be at least top 5?
I never said. I never said Derrick Rose was
You
top
only named
5.
3 guys. That's only 3 guys.
I said he wouldn't be the best point guard in today's game. Okay, is he better than Luka?
Luka not top 5 for me right now.
Point guard.
What?
Is he better than Luka?
I mean, Derrick Rose will be in the playoffs.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. You're not even answering that.
He's like weaved the whole question too.
Is he better than Luka?
All time?
Wood is 20
right now, bro.
Derrick Rose.
Right now,
Is Derrick Rose better than Luka Doncic?
I want to hear the question clearly.
Is Derrick Rose? Is Derrick Rose better than Luka Doncic?
Right now, I mean prime Derrick Rose.
Yes.
Or the Luka right now. I'm taking prime Derrick Rose.
Okay, cool.
You're drunk.
Is he better than Steph Curry? Is he better than Steph Curry?
Right now, no.
So he's not the best point guard in the NBA. So,
but you said he wouldn't be top 3.
No, my take was he wouldn't be the best. That was my take. I said I don't think
they cut it off. I told you they do dirty on the cutoff. They cut it off.
My take was Derrick Rose wouldn't be the best point guard in today's game, and he wouldn't be top 10 of all time. He'd maybe be 9 or 10 at best. That was my take. If I don't think he'd be a top 3 point guard, that's on me. But I do believe he wouldn't be the best point guard, and at best he's 9 or 10 all time. That was my take. And DeMarcus Cousins, he'd be the 3rd best big in today's game.
I think Dallas would be better with prime Derrick Rose than Luka right now.
What's up? What were you saying about
Rose?
What were you? What were you saying about DeMarcus Cousins? Because we got sidetracked with the nasty
I need to hear this. I need to hear why.
Yeah, I don't think Derrick Rose would be top 3. I don't think Derrick Rose would be a top 3 point guard in today's game. But the take was he wouldn't be the best. If you think he'd be second, that cool. My take was.
Yeah, we got derailed with the nasty word bending that Mars does. So what were you saying again?
I was saying that in today's game, if you put DeMarcus Cousins in today's game with all of this spacing and these shooters, with as good of a passer that he was, I believe the perception of DeMarcus Cousins would be a lot different than what we're thinking about right now, especially for those that emphasize playmaking that much, which a lot of people nowadays do. The reason why Jokic is better than Embiid is because of playmaking, because it's really, playmaking, and he does shoot the ball better, more accurately. But I'm just saying, the Embiid averaging 33 to y'all doesn't matter because Jokic can pass.
He said it doesn't matter.
Huh?
He said it doesn't matter.
Most people acknowledge Jokic and Embiid are close anyways. It's not like one.
Mars has switched up. He thinks that the conversation between Jokic and Embiid are very close.
I've said that.
It was always closer than it was. I think
a lot of people would know. Y'all was up here saying that Jokic is the best offensive player ever and better than Kobe. Y'all wasn't putting Embiid in those conversations.
Nah, that was low.
I still think Jokic clears Embiid offensively, and that was also low, not me. But he is the best offensive center of all time. Him or Shaq, the best offensive bigs of all time. So
okay, so if Boogie Cousins today was like 28-7, I do think he would be in that tier. Y'all would put him in that tier because of his playmaking ability.
Yeah. But Boogie put up numbers at his peak, though.
I don't think Boogie was the same playmaker. I don't think the type of passes, the type of impact.
He's not in that universe.
I think he would draw more double teams than Jokic for sure. I think he would probably put more pressure offensive wise than Jokic, but I think offensively, Jokic setting the offense would clear Boogie doing the same. I don't think he can control the pace the same way that Jokic does. Jokic literally is a 7-1 Steve Nash. Like, he can control the pace. I don't think Boogie can do that.
I'm not saying that he's as good as
7-1 Steve Nash is crazy.
As good as
he is.
I do agree.
It's not a bad comparison.
7-1. Like,
listen. I'm not saying that he would have done it to the rate of Jokic, but I'm saying he clearly would have been better than Embiid at it. Playmaking.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. The combination of what
he's clearly a better passer than Embiid.
I do think y'all overstating how bad on defense Boogie would be.
Right, that's what I was saying. Like,
because the Kings were a terrible team.
But hold on, wait, Dub. I disagree because it's basketball is a team sport defensively. If your unit around you was all bad defensively, it can make you look worse too.
Yeah, but physically,
he was better with AD.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
With AD,
he was. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
He wasn't as bad with AD though.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad on the Pelicans. Yeah, you're agreeing with me.
We all agree Anthony Davis was better than Boogie, though, right? We all agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like
that's another guy who's better than Boogie.
DeMarcus Cousins on, like, let's say DeMarcus Cousins on the Sixers right now.
Hey, Mars.
I don't think he'll be. I don't think he'll be like this terrible defender. Like, I still.
We would go so that we would not be an above average defense at all. We would not. We would not be an above average defense.
I still think you know they view DeMarcus Cousins like Love said in Jokic categories defensively.
Right. Slow-footed, hands all over the place, like
and the issue and the difference is he has much worse hands than
that's what I was gonna, yeah.
Was he like that on the Pelicans?
They view him the same way.
Was he like that on the Pelicans? Though?
I don't know.
The reason he wasn't seen as a defensive liability is because he had Anthony Davis.
And he had good perimeter defenders. They had good.
Yeah, if you put Jokic on that team, he wouldn't be viewed.
No, because I think there were some games where AD didn't play with him. Let me double check.
I'm not gonna I remember those.
Yeah, but remember they still had.
Maybe they were cooking him those games, and I won't remember.
No, he was cooking.
No, I assume he was. I'm just saying I wouldn't remember what
defense wasn't falling off like that.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like I remember how game like regular.
And they had good wings like Solomon Hill. Like they had guys.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
I just don't think.
What was that shooter? That was
Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, Nikola, and he's actually killing overseas right now. Actually,
Nikola Mirotic. There,
No, it wasn't Mirotic. It's the other guy, the guard.
Etuan Moore.
Etuan Moore. Yeah, they had Etuan Moore starting. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'll be that. I don't think he'll be as bad defensively as Jokic. That's my.
Oh, he doesn't need to be
that's
as
not
bad as
saying
Jokic, but he'd be viewed as a negative. And
Similar.
Jokic clears him.
Bulls fan. I do want to tell you this.
Hey, talk to me nice. You better talk to me nice.
Oh man.
No,
One playing game, man.
came up here really caping for D Rose, but I got something for you, bro.
Hey,
I'm taking
caution.
I'm taking peak Darren Williams over peak Derrick Rose.
Bro,
Wait, what? Oh no!
Over peak Derrick Rose.
Yo. Pat, Dub, you might pack.
Hey,
I don't know.
in my Chicago language, I'm
That's
from
not
the city,
ridiculous.
put him in a
It's not ridiculous.
That's
I
not
know
ridiculous.
That's 100%.
It's really not.
How's it ridiculous?
What's
a better
peak?
score?
What's peak?
That's pretty
Darren
bad.
Williams.
What is peak Darren Williams?
How's it pretty bad? What's bad
In New
about
Jersey?
it?
Y'all
You're
better
not
go
gonna-
watch
come on,
Darren
bro.
Williams.
Come on, bro.
You acting
Y'all
like he
better
wasn't
go
balling
watch
on the
Darren
Peak Darren Williams.
Peak Darren Williams at 07 to like 2010, right?
2010, yeah.
Right, with the Nets, right?
Well, first year. With his first year.
Utah.
We're giving
Darren
Utah in the
Williams
first
was in the
year.
combo for best PG in the league with Chris Paul.
Derrick Rose is better. Derrick Rose is better.
Derrick Rose
What was
is
better
better,
about
bro.
their game?
The best point guard in the league at that
Put
time
that
was
in your-
clearly Steve
hey,
Nash,
bro.
but it's fine.
What did Darren Williams
It
do
was
at his
Steve Nash won,
please
Chris Paul
explain to
too.
me.
Yep.
There we go.
Pass the ball and shoot. Pass the ball and shoot.
Let him explain who said that stupid stuff, because you can put that in and smoke it, because you off something. Clearly.
Darren Williams, in my opinion, was just as good, if not a better playmaker. He
was
definitely
better.
was the better.
No, it's not just good. He was clearly better.
Definitely the better. Definitely the better jump shooter from all ranges, mid-range, 3-point.
I don't know about
I'm not looking at either one of them as a defense stopper.
Rose
I just think D Rose put up more volume numbers in his MVP season. That's really and if you look at peak D Will, he got volume years as well. So I'm not really.
I don't understand how Derrick Rose put a value in years. He averaged like 25. Where's the value at?
25
right there. The leading, I think the leading scorer that year was like 28. So it's not.
I know it's different than that, because we used to everybody averaging 30. It's ridiculous.
No, but I thought you liked rim pressure, like with John Wall. I thought you liked pressure.
Darren Williams had that way better than Harden at that time. What we talking about?
No. I'm not talking about.
But Derrick Rose.
Wait, what?
Derrick Rose won 60 plus games in his peak, though. That's what I'm saying.
Derrick Rose.
Darren Williams in the conference finals, there, right?
This is the funny. This is the funny thing that people.
With Carlos Boozer, right?
They try to compare two scenarios like they're the same. I'm comparing a James Harden. We were comparing a James Harden who can't consistently get by his defender at all. Like, he's not doing it at all. Then we're comparing Darren Williams, who is doing that, who does provide rim pressure, and on top of that, he does provide spacing, to a Derrick Rose where he doesn't provide the spacing.
Oh, so you think Derrick was better than Derrick Rose?
So you think Derrick Rose
I'm
better
open
than
for the
Derrick
argument.
Rose?
I'm open for the argument 100%.
He's
a better playmaker, and then the scoring isn't really that far off, because let's be real, Derrick Rose only had that 25 point per game season, and then that's it.
Oh, you're saying he had an outlier season. That's what you're saying.
It could have been an outlier season, but like you said, Mars, that could have been an outlier season.
How you feel about Darren Williams' playoff translation?
Where was it? Where was it?
It wasn't bad. It
was bad. Yes, there was a PBA out for Darren Williams the following year. They was putting posters in Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn, downtown.
We talking about Brooklyn. We talking about Utah.
Brooklyn. That's not peak.
We talking about Utah. We talking about Utah. Yo, Utah. He was performing well in the playoffs.
All right. You got it.
I got a better question. What was where was Darren Williams playmaking without Jerry Sloan? Because
I was gonna say Jerry Sloan tax might be real. Jerry Sloan tax might be real.
Oh my.
Hey, John Stockton. Hey, we gonna do the same with John Stockton.
Hey,
I'm here for it.
I'll hear it for Darren Williams.
Mars. What do you say all the time about Jokic? The system is built.
The system is built around the best players.
That's nasty.
Okay then.
That's
my
Jerry Sloan had a system for.
Was it Boozer or was it D Will?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was it run under?
Was it Boozer or was it D Will?
You said what?
Was it Boozer or was it D Will? What was the system?
Was Boozer Karl Malone and Darren Williams was John Stockton, or was?
I think
No.
I think he was Stockton.
Stop.
No.
Cut it out.
He was Stockton.
I think he can because he kind of looked like.
It's nastier to say Carlos Boozer, Karl Malone than for me to say D Will is competing with Derrick Rose. finals. That's very disgusting.
I don't think saying
does
Darren
that-
Williams is on Derrick Rose level is crazy. I think people are clouded by an MVP nostalgia.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not crazy.
I'm gonna remind you, my stance is just I'm open for the conversation.
It's no conversation.
Yeah, it's a great. We've been having this conversation
I
for the
just
last
think
10
D-Rose is
minutes
better.
now. It's obviously a conversation.
I can name a lot of guards you might put over D. Will.
In that era.
I think that applies to Derrick Rose.
Chris Paul at this peak. You got John Wall at this peak. Hey, I think Devin Harris might have been better than him in the Knicks.
That's crazy.
I'm on that.
John Woo is not better than Darren Williams. John Woo is not better than Darren Williams.
We're going viral today, dog.
By the way, don't think I didn't hear you say Devin Harris as well. Don't think I didn't hear you say Devin Harris.
I stand on that.
That's just as much as Tyrone Hill. What is going on?
John Wall's not better than you.
Devin Harris.
If y'all own that, it's debatable.
John Wall's not better than D. Will. John Wall's not better than D. Will. I'm sorry. And I've been caping for John Wall for the whole.
Yeah, you have been, which is nasty actually.
Gilbert Arenas or Darren Williams.
Gilbert clears.
All right, Gilbert Arenas or Derrick Rose.
I'm low-key taking Gilbert. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll take Rose.
I'm probably taking Gilbert.
If you're taking Gilbert, you know D. Will
I'm
is in the
taking
mode of play.
Gilbert.
You know D. Will and
Slightly,
Gilbert.
though. Slightly, very slightly. It's a debate, like it's a real debate.
And then when
it just depends on what my team has. It depends on what my team has.
Nets alone. What you did with the Nets? Devin Harris versus Deron Williams.
That's nasty.
No. I'm disgusted with it. I mean, we gonna cap.
Yeah, he's trying to go viral today. That's what's going on. I said
Nonsense that
they don't clip over them.
Yes, they do.
No,
they do. Yes, they do.
I do.
Hey, look, clip with caution, though, because I get clip with caution.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, man.
You're done. Quick question for Bam. Would you pair Bam with Cat? Would you trade Bam for Gobert?
I don't want Gobert, but I think that would be a great fit for the Wolves.
I think the Wolves. I think that would be a perfect fit. I think it would let Cat do what he needs to do, and the switching that they need, he'll still get that rim defense from Bam. I like you said, I wouldn't want Gobert on Miami either, but I think Bam with the Timberwolves would be a good move.
The thing I keep telling people, what Cat needs is just a versatile guy right next. What Cat and Jokic, right? All they need is a versatile guy that could make up defensively for them.
That's a fact.
You feel me? They could guard 1 through 5. They could rim protect well. They could take off some responsibilities, which would limit them being taken advantage of in a lot of pick and roll scenarios. So, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro.
Wait, so Dub, so you'll be happy having Gobert on your team?
Yeah, but Vando's good.
No, I don't want Gobert.
I was going to say you. Wow,
they're definitely missing Vanderbilt. They're
good.
definitely missing for sure, Mars. They're definitely missing Vanderbilt. Like, especially
T-Bulls never should have let Vanderbilt go.
I agree with you 110%. Speaking of which, why does AD and Cat both don't know how to post down low? Why is everything that they do is in mid post? What's up with that? They don't have no low post moves. They're getting leverage. Like
AD
like this, bro.
AD don't know how to play in the baseline. That's right. AD can't.
Yes, he can't play baseline.
AD can't play baseline.
People forget AD was a guard, bro. He just had a growth spurt. He had a growth spurt. He was a guard.
What am I doing?
That is true.
Hey, bro, I play AD.
He woke up. Context. He woke up one day like, this ain't me.
No, wait,
Dub.
Dub, I played AD all 4 years. I'm from Chicago. I played AD all 4 years of high school. I swear to God, bro. He went from like 5'8" to like 7 feet. Every year he grew 4 or 5 inches. I swear to God, he was a point guard.
Yeah.
Bro.
And he literally played. He was a ball hog, bro. He literally played. He only beat us his senior year because once he got his name his junior year, people start coming in school. But he literally was a point guard. That's why he played like that. He was a guard.
But even
5 inches every year.
Even if though, but like you know what I'm saying? Like as you get into the league and you get trainers and NBA training, you would take advantage of all of this.
Trainers to his senior year, bro. He got on his junior year.
No, I'm talking about in the NBA. I'm not talking about. I get what you're saying, but once you get to college, bro, like come on, like what are you doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't even. They can't even establish leverage, bro. I'm looking at Cat's legs, bro. Cat got big ass legs. Like look at his legs. Bro, his legs look like my fingers, bro. No funny. He looks like my fingers, bro.
We saw him last year in the
Cat
Pelicans.
has
They
no
were
type
switching
of
Nick
power
Batum.
game. Yeah,
And he can't move him at all. It's ridiculous. They were putting
Yeah,
up
he big
Austin
as hell
Reeves on
too.
him.
I don't get that either. Like you big
Yeah.
as hell and you can't body somebody. That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
like he be
no
trying,
joke,
and he looks like
nothing.
he was like
ain't
he's
left nothing to this.
struggling. Oh my goodness!
Wait, are you saying AD don't body people though?
No, he does
No.
body people, but
Better
not
than Cat. Better.
Not Cat, not
about
Cat.
Cat.
AD
I'm
got
talking about
he
AD.
does, yeah. AD
AD
does
got
a
it
little bit.
AD got
AD
it a
can
bit.
do it. Yeah.
It's just
But he just doesn't
do
want
it.
to. I don't know if he does. Like I don't
He's a
understand what is
guard.
it.
He's a guard. That's why.
Cat
He's
Cat
a
literally
point
tries
guard.
harder to do
Got
it
it.
and can't,
Got it.
and is
Got it.
worse at it.
AD just doesn't
bad.
like touching.
We don't got no courts out here in Chicago. We be hooping in like alleys and
Asphalt and more like
Cat.
alleyways, all this, man.
And
Lose your grip.
Cat is a stretch big.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like,
why I
Cat
think he
ain't
needs
trying to bang
Bam.
down
I
low.
think honestly, if Cat just stays in the perimeter and really just hone in on just being a shooter, okay, cool. Like that's gonna be your job. Just pull, run, trail. You know what I'm saying? And I think he will be exceptional at that. But he's like all over the place. Sometimes he wants to pull. It's like Julius Randle. Sometimes he wants to post. Sometimes he wants to do this. And it's like, bro, Cat is just the more talented version of Julius Randle, honestly. But if you watch gameplay, it's the same thing. Literally. Watch. It's the same thing, bro.
As a heartbroken Heat fan, are you tired of your team being cheap?
I'm not heartbroken.
You is heartbroken.
I expect. I'm not gonna lie.
Pat Riley, see now, bro.
I expected all of this to happen.
facts.
So like everyone's being, oh yeah, Dub's depressed, bro. I didn't care because like I didn't.
Say we go. I didn't care.
You know. You're playing with mass troops.
We're trash.
Be honest like
Y'all
me.
need to go get Kyrie.
Hey, my team. Hold on, wait, y'all. Dub, be honest like me in the mid. Your team.
Yeah,
I
we're
know my
trash.
team trash, but we cooking y'all though for sure.
No, you're gonna lose.
I'm letting you know. I'm tagging you in the TikTok. I'm gonna do the greed. It's parade inside my city, and I'm gonna tag.
And I'm gonna do this.
Let you know we beating y'all.
I play the Undertaker. I'm gonna play the Undertaker music.
Dub. I got one more trade. If you bring Dame onto Miami with Gobert, and you get to keep Jimmy, is that a different
Where
team?
are they getting these assets?
Is that
the audio?
Yeah, we don't get Dame.
Where
Watch,
you trading?
the audio.
Where are they getting these
What was
assets?
your,
That's what I
what was
want
your
to know.
question? My bad. Con.
No, I was saying if you trade for Dame and Gobert, and you could keep Jimmy, do you think that would be a better team?
I don't want Gobert on my team. I think it'll be a better team because of Damian Lillard, not because of Gobert.
He
bro.
heard Gobert and checked.
Yeah,
out.
Facts. I don't think Gobert. I think he should go back to EuroLeague. To be honest with you, I don't think
if we find a way just to get Dame, love it. I would love it, but I don't want Gobert.
Would you give up
Dame and Turner? What about Turner? Would you take Turner?
And we're giving up Bam. I still wouldn't like that.
You gotta give up Tyler.
Oh, you wouldn't give up. You wouldn't give up Bam for Turner?
3 first-round picks.
Jimmy and Bam together. Find a fucking Dame. Find a Kyrie.
Yeah, that's
keep
y'all
them together.
Kyrie.
We can win. We can win that way. But
Y'all
I
need
don't.
Kyrie.
I'm not moving off of
Bam
Bam.
playing the 5 for you, man, is nuts, though. That's the thing. Bam can't play the 5 for you, bro. He has to play the 4.
No, that pisses me off. Y'all acting like
don't
y'all acting like the defense. And I walk down this the whole time. Y'all acting like our defense hasn't been great for the last 3 years.
It has. It's the rebounding, Dub. They leave him on an island by himself. Dub, it's not the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh, even
Jalen Johnson was crashing
even the rebounding.
ball.
No. Even the
you
rebounding,
can't.
right?
Bam can play
In
the
2020, we went to the finals despite that. Last season, we
Right.
went to the Eastern Conference Finals in Game 7 with the Boston Celtics.
Bam
Despite
with the
that,
foul.
we needed
There's some
scoring.
times where he's
We did-
overwhelmed, Dub.
The reason why we lose games has nothing to do with Bam rebounding fucking
Thank you.
balls. It has everything to do with our offense
Well,
not
yeah,
being
agree,
great
yeah, agree,
and Bam
agree.
Adebayo not stepping up. Stop
He
talking
telling
about
you the truth.
rebound.
He telling
That
you
is
the
not
truth.
that is not the reason why we're losing series or losing games.
Yeah,
It's
but
because we
remember,
don't have an offense.
who's your backup big? Who's your backup big, Dub?
Bro, we are
Who's
not
your
losing
big?
games because of our bigs.
I know. I'm not
Cody Zeller.
I'm not relating to that. I'm not saying that, but it's a part of what I'm saying is that as a defender with Bam, the defensive responsibility that Bam has all this time, right? Switching like he has to do so much on the court, right? That expends so much energy, bro. And you don't have a backup big to They let go of Denman, right? So you don't have no relief. Like you're just consistently on the move, and then you have to switch everything. It's a lot of work, Dub. Like he's not just plotting down.
Which is why I said, in order for us, there's a reason why when we had a Jay Crowder, a versatile guy who could bang down low a bit, that helped us. A PJ Tucker, a guy who could bang down low a bit and versatile, that helped us. We need the answer to our equation in terms of rebounding. We just need another versatile guy next to Bam, because we have Bam and freaking Caleb freaking Martin down there.
Yeah, it's nasty. That's all I'm saying. You're going against the Cavs. You're going against Milwaukee.
They play small, bro. That's not Bam fault, bro.
It has nothing to do with.
It's not
It has nothing to do with Bam and their rebounding. We have Caleb Martin out there. He's not even a 4. He's a 3.
He's a 3. He's a 3.
Bam might be a 2.
Yeah, he low-key a 2 playing, and he just
people having recency bias with this Clint Capella game, as if, bro, we wasn't in the Eastern Conference Finals last season.
Thank you,
Dub. I don't think they're the Dub. I don't think. All right, maybe I think it's because you begin it from everybody, and they've been just wild on it. I'm talking about specifically with me. What I'm saying is that
yes, I'm talking to you.
No. What I'm saying is that just collectively, you can see that Bam was getting out-horsed. That was a fact. They was wilding on him. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I think he needs help with another big man, at least a backup big man.
You want to know what else I seen? I seen a lot of guys not being able to box the fuck out. You had
agreed.
Was it Sadiq Bey? Yes, Sadiq Bey going for
Jalen
the
Johnson was
three-point
going
line,
crazy.
Jalen Johnson was
snagging the
cooking
rock.
on the board.
Like, bro,
Yes.
it wasn't just Bam. We was
It
all
was not
just
just
letting
Bam.
them
It was
grab
not just Bam.
boards, all of them.
And the biggest problem
Sadiq Bey,
was
you want some? Collins, you want some?
Everybody.
you're getting a mismatch.
I can't even say his last name. Akanugu.
Akanugu was hilarious.
It wasn't just Bam. It was everybody was just grabbing boards.
Akanugu was hilarious.
Oh my
Like,
God.
bro, like it's not just Bam. Why y'all keep pointing this?
No, bro.
I got some super.
Nah, you know what it is? Everybody's been firing on Dub, and now he's trying to wild up on me. Nah, don't wild up on me, Dub. Don't wild up on me.
I'm mad. My bad, because it gets me mad because everyone keeps talking about Bam and rebounding.
No.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm not blaming it on Bam. I think his defensive load and defensive responsibility is way more, and I think he performs to it, and he always does perform to it defensively. But I think he's undermanned. I think it's a general manager. I think Pat Riley, he's senile at this point. He really thinks he could just make G League guys and throw them in the moon like he fell asleep on the Kyle Lowry trade, bro. What's wrong? Bro. I don't want to hear nothing. Now, here's the thing. Lowry did make it more respectable, but you should have got Lowry out of there. What are you doing, Pat Riley? You fell asleep, bro?
This is why I say. The main thing with Miami where it's like there's only so much you could do right now because they don't have a lot of assets, right?
Agreed.
So there's not really a lot of moves they can make with as much money as they put out because of that. It's because Duncan Robinson getting paid, and he's not even doing it. So all
they
your
overshot on their assets. That's the thing. They overshot.
They overshot. Kyle Lowry is another one. Mm-hmm. But my main criticism, which I will not forgive them for, you had a chance to get rid of Kyle Lowry, and you were asleep. Are you kidding me?
Wait, who did we get?
Who are they gonna get for him? Yeah,
I don't remember.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
Get him out.
Clear
up cap space. Clear up caps. No, clear up cap space. We didn't need him.
But y'all still need a point guard, though.
Yeah, but at that point you would be considering rebuilding. At that point, that's when you start investing toward the rebuilding of the team. Like that Kyle Lowry, you need to get off that contract. That's a fact. That's a fact.
They had Gabe Vincent. They didn't.
Is my mic bad? Is my mic bad?
Yeah. Who Mike is?
I don't know if it's yours or context.
Who is it? Is it
context?
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
They keep saying it's context in the comments. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. It's me. Because I'm not hearing it. So if I'm not hearing it, it's me.
Yeah, okay. But I just say, like, you can't just get rid of Kyle Lowry. What I get for the cap space, but not replace the guard. Because then now, bad enough, y'all offense is a problem. Now y'all point guard problem gonna be a problem too. Because Kyle Lowry didn't live up to expectations, but when he first went to Miami, he fulfilled his role as a guard of what y'all needed. Because only problem with Heat is really star power with offense. Jimmy need help in the playoffs. That's it.
Well, they need shot creation.
Too much. If you think playoff Jimmy for the save y'all against Chicago, y'all gonna get cooked.
All right. You know what?
No, but I think that whole playoff Jimmy thing was overrated anyway.
Locking them up.
I
think it was overrated.
You see how Pat Beverly cried when the players play?
Because honestly, to keep it honest with you, Jimmy is not a number one. Everybody knows that Jimmy as a scoring option is not number one. We all know that.
Jimmy, thank you. Kick him. You're wilding. Don't disrespect.
You acting like
no Jimmy Butler's playing over here. You capping.
Let's talk about the Lakers play-in game really quickly.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Captain.
I knew that. React like that. But anyway, to the Lakers play-in game. You know, for people saying, Ant, you know, played bad, and if he played better, we would have lost and things like that, bro. Game 7 situations are you know, they're unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? In game 7, Grant Williams hits like 7-8 threes that wins the game. Like game 7, one game, you know, sample sizes can go either way. So yeah, did Ant shoot the ball bad? Of course, but Mike Conley hit 6 threes, so that balanced the fuck out. Like all this shit was crazy. Like it wasn't this. Oh, if Ant does this, if Cat, bro, everything was crazy that game, bro. Like LeBron is throwing in the game turnovers that damn near lost the game. AD's fouling at the like. It was a wild game, bro. So
no, blame that on Darvin Ham. He was, first of all, lumphead Darvin. Oh my goodness, bro. All he does is like, I don't know if he's too much in the moment. He be lost in the sauce. His rotations is terrible. His sets are terrible. He's spamming PNRs, and they're getting clipped every time. All they did was just pluck at Reeves. They didn't even body him up. All they did was just give him space, let him. They didn't even bite on the first move, and they just ripped him because they keep spamming PNRs on the top of the key. Over and over, over and over. They didn't even get no backside help. They didn't even flip it to like do a low post move. Like Darvin Ham, bro, you suck. I'm not gonna hold you. You suck.
Hey, he's not a good coach. He's not.
Yeah, you suck, bro. And you fall right in the Coach Bud tree. Like you move just like your whatever they call that. Like the guy that he's an apprentice of him, right? Coach Bud apprentice. Yeah, we can see that. We see that. No adjustment.
Is my mic good right now?
Yeah, you good, guy.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me read off some super chats. The Heat need big bubble butt booty Lowry to carry.
That's disgusting.
Hey, 33 points, man. 33 points. He cooked.
He was showing up. LeBron has 1,000 holes in his GOAT argument. Y'all prove it every day on the show. MJ has none. He's perfect. That's why he's the GOAT. From Sai, appreciate you, brother.
Perfect. I got MJ as a GOAT, but I won't say MJ perfect though. But I got MJ as a GOAT too.
He's perfection.
It's easy to be perfect when you retire every time your team's about to lose.
hey, Mars, chill out.
Yo, Mars, come on, Mars. His pops, yo, it was, you know what I mean? It was a hard time for him, man. He was going through a lot, man. Family.
Yeah,
you know
Mars. Yeah, Mars. That's nasty from you.
Yeah, Mars is Hey, Mars is to go to the finals every year because you move teams as soon as your team doesn't look like it's capable of getting back to the finals.
Hey, look, man.
I agree. They're both frauds.
Who your GOAT, Mars?
LeBron. But the thing is, I have no horse in these races. I don't care either way. I just don't like the idea that people are like.
Who your top 3, Mars?
MJ, LeBron, Kareem.
Okay, all right. Well, we ain't got no beef then. All right, long
as Kareem's such an L take, man.
No, stop with that Kareem.
To be honest,
what did he do to you, Dub? Explain. What did he do to you?
He just wasn't better. He just wasn't better at basketball than a lot of other guys.
You got him at like 8, right?
6.
I give him 6.
You disgusting.
He's not better than Hakeem, right, Doug?
Hell no.
Agreed.
Why should he? Does he deserve to be better than him?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no facts. What? There's no facts that say that. There's no facts that say
Every
that.
fact says that. What are you talking about?
No. There's actually facts that say the opposite. That's the funny thing about it. That's the funny thing.
He doesn't deserve it.
Hey, Mars, don't you like soccer, right? Because I ain't got time.
Hakeem carried.
Did
Kareem ever carry?
Do you like you like anime and soccer, right? You a brother?
I have never watched anime.
Watch Blue Lock. I know you like soccer anime because I ain't dealing with this foolishness. I'm gonna put you on something because they lost.
You watch anime?
I'm anime heavy.
Why'd you say that? Like wishing anime is a bad thing?
I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I always thought it was for nerds.
Shout out to PC anime. Shout out
PC anime.
Yeah, shout out to
it's a very good show.
I was one of those guys like embarrassed that I was watching some of these cartoons because I thought it was cool.
See, that's what you're missing. I was in Chicago from the point where we was in school, elementary. I used to go. I swear to God, bro, everything I love. We used to go. My cousin used to shoot dice. We'd go with the gangsters, go shoot dice, and then we'd go bet money on dice, and then we'd go to the nerd bathroom and play Blade for money. I swear to God. We was getting that bag, bro.
What type of night day hustle is that, bro?
Elementary school, bro.
That's so crazy. Chicago.
Anime.
Bro. You sleeping?
Anime got a bad name, and it's
Nah,
because
Blade,
you always have those
This is
idiots
from
who
anime,
used
the
to
bad
run like
take.
an
Look
idiot.
where
Oh, I
got
know
this.
Death Note. I know what Death Note
Hey
is.
Mars,
So
you
you
talking about
like
the people that
anime?
run
I watched
big
it
boy with
after
their
it
arms
became.
up?
Oh, I started
Yeah.
watching some anime.
They
Actually
ruined it.
run.
They ruined it for me.
I
It's
started
that bro
watching
say you
anime
hustle and
after I figured out it wasn't just for nerds.
My shorty got me into it. She just put me onto it.
No,
I
anime
like,
fire, bro.
Let me
But
ask
nah,
you
hey,
this: is your shorty a nerd?
Maybe.
That's a yes.
Maybe.
That's a yes.
yes, bro. Look, he don't want to say
She fine
shit.
though, so whatever. Okay, so what? So what? She fine. She
Ain't
fine.
nothing wrong
Okay.
with your shorty being a nerd, bro.
She fire. Okay.
Nah. Like nerd girls are fire, bro.
On me, I need a straight lane.
We should be doing some
You
weird
better
things.
you better
at
get
times.
you that lane.
Yeah. It get a little
It be
bit
off.
weird.
Like it's like
It get
it's like you different, and I like it, but at the same time, it's like, why are you doing it?
Yeah,
You
it
know?
was. It do.
Like it's like it's
That's a
so
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nah,
If you know, you
my
know.
shorty watch
Yeah.
anime now
If
too.
you ever been with weird chick, you know exactly what I mean.
Dub, you ain't got you no nerd, shorty. What's your shorty? Ain't no
I
nerd?
messed with some weird girls before in my life.
But you ain't got no girl right now, Dub.
I don't know.
I'm glad my face.
I like
he's
me.
5'6".
Come on, man. He's a superstar, man. He's a superstar out here, man.
We this
I
is
like
like short kings. I'm five. I'm like 5'8". I'm like 5'8", 5'7". So we ain't doing.
Nah, growing up, like
5'6".
Yeah, 5'6".
I haven't.
Short king stand up, man. Don't stand up.
Except for one moment, I've never been able to like hold a relationship for like longer than like 6 months.
That's a fact.
Damn, no willpower. That's
Wait, hold on, wait.
Except for one time. And even then,
you live in New York, New Jersey, them type of places, yeah, you can't do it.
Because you or her?
As a young black man or young
Wait,
man,
bro. Dub, why? Why is it you can't hold 6 months?
I just get disinterested at it.
Thank you.
So you cheat. Give the buck. You cheat.
Sometimes I cheat. Sometimes I go.
You cheat every time.
No,
There's been one female. There's been one female in my life where I just like I messed with her for a very long time, and then that's it. But even then, that was like a halfway in. That was like a halfway in, halfway out type of relationship.
Wait, how old you is?
Chat, y'all welcome.
No, this is not gonna age well. No, it's not gonna age well.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm done, bro. I'm gonna be. No cap.
We got to.
Your future shorty's gonna find this clip, dog. What you say?
Hold on, wait.
No, everybody's cheated before. What the hell are we talking about?
Everybody cheated. Hold on,
nah,
wait.
black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Hold on, wait. Let me.
Where did everybody come
She
from?
should like me even more because I'm being. Actually, a lot of girls like me even more because I keep it real with them. This one chick,
of course.
I'm not gonna lie. This one chick, I was talking to her in the club, and I was like,
in the club.
Yeah. So we was
you
talking.
Can't find no love in the
for
club,
some reason,
bro.
no. Watch this. For some reason, it was the craziest thing. We started talking about honesty, and we're talking about honesty, and I said, yeah.
Club?
I said, yeah. Just listen to the story, guys.
Okay, all right.
So what I'm saying, I was telling her, I was like, yeah, like I used to lie when I was younger, but I stopped lying because at the end of the day, I'm too old for that. Number one. Number two, I'm just sitting here like I don't feel like making up a story to cover another story. Now I gotta make sure how they all tie in together. And the whole time she's listening, she's like, yeah, you're so right. You're so right. I said, you're absolutely right. And she was like, oh my God, I hate that too and everything. She was like, you know what? I gotta go, but here's my number. Here's my IG. Make sure you hit my line. So you're awesome. And I'm like,
honesty wins. Honesty wins.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
but see, look, dog, I'm gonna tell you this though. One, you doing the right thing by telling the truth because once you tell the truth, it'll be good. Because I done met a couple females that be like, "Are you just like other?" Yes, I'm just like those men. I'm gonna be that. But don't say none of you young motherfuckers say damn when I say this. I'm finna be 30. Shut the fuck up. I'm 28. I'm finna be
30.
I got two daughters. Once you find that right one for you, bro, take your time. I had my first kid at like 22. But this was with luckily, thank God, was the right shorty. So take y'all time.
Yeah, man. I had a couple.
Two little girls.
I had a couple on the way, man. It just. Hey,
Everybody these stairs real quick. Yeah.
The other one wasn't a decision. It was a miscarriage. I was actually upset.
Dub.
Why you trying to bring the vibes down? Why you trying to bring the vibes down?
OKC player.
Hey, heartbreak Dub in the chat, man.
LeBron.
Oh, I mean, okay. All right, I guess we know.
OKC.
All right, guys, y'all be easy, bro. Enjoy y'all day, bro.
Hey, man, I just need to, chat. Welcome to the new Player Choice Show, open and honest.
Red table. No,
Open and honest with Dub.
It's open and honest today. We appreciate that, Dub.
Bro, y'all be easy.
Yo, y'all think Giddy got a high as a ceiling as like a Jason Kidd? Because I saw somebody say that Giddy has a high ceiling. And here's my thing. I think since Giddy has no bag and he's doing this with no real bag yet, I think sky's the limit for the boy. I think if he learns some go-to moves, maybe go to Melo, jab step, he might be all right.
I think he'll be great. Great.
Offensively, I see Kidd. Defensively, nowhere close. But I had said I do think he reminds me of Jason Kidd.
Right.
Strictly offensively.
Yeah. The way he pushes the pace doesn't really I got your point.
I think he's better shot than him.
You already know. Salute. We're going viral today, fellas. We're going viral today.
Oh man. I didn't know this miscarriage is really depressing.
Oh no, I've never had one though.
Yeah. It was with a girl that I didn't want to be with, so that's why I was like, all right, never mind.
Okay, let's move on.
So what does LeBron do besides lose? Playmate. Mars, you tried it. Drink more water. Will Boogie be better in the 90s or the 2020s?
90s.
I don't know. 2020s
90s.
is ridiculous for scoring right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
He'd have to defend in space so much more. 90s, he doesn't have to, so he's just a big body out there. It makes it easier for him on that side of the ball.
I don't know, but all that spacing he could work with, man.
Oh, offensively, he'd be fine in both areas. Offense is just easier today, so yeah, he'd look better offensively, but defensively, he'd get picked apart, just like Jokic does. 90s, he wouldn't, so yeah.
Cool. Ticket TV, Desto, take that out your pipe and sell it to pay me, sucker.
W.
I don't think that was ticket though.
It wasn't.
TMF Facts Dub, City Boys up, and you know how I get down. Hashtag stepdaddy, that's crazy. But I want to tell y'all in the chat, being a stepdad is not bad. I was stepdad for a little bit. It was cool.
Jesus Christ.
We had some fun. We had a good time. What's for Mars? See, this is the problem with you, bro. You gotta talk about more things other than basketball, bro. Learn from something.
I talk football.
Oh no. Talk about life, bro. Life. Learn from me.
Why would I talk about life? I don't want to talk about life.
Learn from me, man. Just learn from me, bro.
I'm good.
Well, no, you shouldn't learn from me, actually. You know what?
You crazy.
This is so wild, dog.
What's so wild about it, though? What's so wild about it?
Mid playing talk, we get into all this. But
here, the Bulls, baby. The Bulls. Your team's going down, Dub. Your team's going down.
I'm a Heat fan. I don't want to win that game. Why would I want to win that game? Give me the 14th pick.
Cam, bro.
Give me the 14th pick. Why do I want to be swept by the Bucks? Why would I want?
Stop. You're not a Heat fan. You're not a Heat fan.
I've watched 82 games of Gabe Vincent start. I am not watching Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Haywood Highsmith, Drew Smith. I'm done with
Jimmy
it.
Butler's gonna go 29 from 26 again, bro.
I don't care what he does. Giannis is going to run through us like wet paper in the night.
Giannis hasn't been running through us for the last 2 postseasons. What are you talking about?
They ain't getting out. They ain't beating the Bulls, bro. They ain't beating the Bulls. Bulls sending them packing.
Come on,
we
Cam.
better not beat the Bulls.
Come on, Cam.
Play off the Rosen.
Dub, I paid good money to watch my team lose against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. I'm sick of these dudes. All of them can get off my team. They can go.
What's your team?
Who are you talking about?
I'm a Miami Heat fan.
When did we lose to Madison Square Garden? You said in the playoffs or in regular season?
We lost to the Knicks this year in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, okay. Listen, Cam.
Nigga said Zion's available.
Ain't talking about nothing.
Talking about Zion eating. Number one, Zion doesn't play well against Miami, so he's not eating. Jimmy Butler is not shooting 29 from 26, bro. What are we talking about?
29 for 26.
Chris Middleton ain't putting up 21 on 50, 40, 90.
No, but it ain't about those guys. It's
what are we
about
talking
the
about?
Gabe Vincents, the Max Struces, the Caleb Martins, the
my
3
God.
minutes of Victor Oladipo every game that
You don't want
turns
to talk
into the
about
worst
that. You don't
offense in the league.
Man, they finished.
The deficiencies don't
What,
matter.
what Kevin Love? What am I supposed to be happy about? The roster stinks. The offense stinks. We don't have a point guard. Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero combined for an efficient 59, but lost by 10 against the Hawks. Like, because we switch everything out to we switch Bam out to the perimeter.
They're just hungry. They're just better. They're just better.
Like they stole the cookie.
If the Bulls want to go to the playoffs, let them be disappointed again.
Insane.
Like, what are the Bulls? Why would the Bulls not want a good pick? What do they get by getting the 20th pick instead of the 14th?
How dare
Pride?
you?
They don't get to keep they pick if they
How
don't make
dare
playoffs.
you?
20th? Why is it such a big jump?
They don't get to pick.
14th,
They don't get to
because
pick.
you
How
get
dare
out the
you call
play,
yourself a
you
Heat
become the
fan?
AC. You
How
become a
dare
lottery
you call
team.
yourself a Heat fan, bro? Who is that? Tyler Hero on your cam?
Yes.
Yes.
Get that
Tyler
off.
Hero and Michael Jordan's body.
Get that off. How dare you? How dare you, Cam? No belief, no trust. Not even to go 6.
Oh, I believe this team
You
stinks.
said
I believe in my team.
You said
No,
you
you
told
baby.
me sweep. Are you kidding
Sweep.
me? Are you kidding me?
That Levine Dole's gonna cook them. They're gonna cook them.
Yeah, DeRozan.
How much money you want to
Rose
bet?
is
It's not
insane.
Throwing
How much
over
money-
50% of the field net against Toronto.
Yeah.
Come on, Mars.
Yeah.
Seriously.
How much money you want to bet?
It was one game, buddy.
Get here.
I won't bet money on a sweep.
Hey,
Listen, Doug.
What are
When I
y'all-
watch
are y'all
the
betting
game,
on the
when
play-in game or
I
a sweep?
watch the games, I want them to win. Watching the games as a fan, but
Yo.
but when you
Yo.
watch them and then they
You don't know
do
what
the
you're
stuff they do, at
Okay,
this
watch
point
this.
it's like,
Let me ask you this: what were your expectations on the Heat in the beginning of the season, last season?
the season before last season
Yes.
with PJ Tucker. I thought they were going to Eastern Conference Finals before the season.
You lying? I know you're lying.
you
just
looked
a
at the
liar.
I'm telling the
roster
truth.
and saw that.
Nah, you're lying. You're lying.
Because I thought Tyler here. Yes, I saw that.
They didn't even add no. They literally didn't add nobody.
No.
And
Dub said last season. This
Last
season,
season.
I thought they were.
last
This season, I thought they were going to be terrible.
Nah,
But
you're
last
lying.
season,
You're lying. I
Don't
was the only
nobody
one that
going
thought
home.
that. I was the only one that thought that. You're lying.
I had him.
You're lying.
I had him at a,
Even
I had him at a
last season, the
17. I had
Celtics
him
and
at a
Bucks
17 in my
existed.
preseason shit.
Yeah, you're lying, bro.
because we got better all around. Except I didn't want Kyle Lowry. I
You
just
didn't
did not
believe
want
that. You didn't believe that.
I did believe it. I got it on my notes.
Who? You thought Miami was?
I know
Good? No, I'm talking to Cam. I'm talking to Cam.
Yeah, I
Dom,
thought
you
Miami
believe
was
that
good.
too? You believe that too, Dom?
Yeah, I knew they wasn't gonna be that good. I know PJ Tucker's value. I know what he brings, even though it isn't really
Whoa.
offense, but your defense. That was really stout, like really clamping shit. But
Dub, I thought we were going to be better because remember
offensively-
the season before our big ads
I
were
do.
Maurice Harkless and
Done.
Avery Bradley, and I thought those dudes stunk. That's what I believe. And
Bro,
last year
Dub
before
can't
Victor
right now.
Oladipo was
Dub
going to
can't
come back,
beat
so
him, bro.
I
You
knew
know
they
what?
would be better,
You
but
know
they
what?
were better in a different way than I thought they would be better.
You
It
know
was just
what?
a different way.
You stink. I got some super chats, bro.
That's crazy.
Part-time step bad is nasty work. Yeah, I actually was. That's the funny thing. I was a part-time step dad. Yeah. I love
What?
myself, bro. Yeah, it was part-time. It wasn't full-time. It was more like part-time.
yeah, what?
It was like I was in the door, but I wasn't in the door.
All right.
Cruz is good, but not better Holiday.
So just like the real
This
dad.
chat is wild.
No, not like a real dad. AJ24, why do people think Drew is a better defender than Caruso, even though Caruso provides more value off ball while also providing great value on ball as well? Mars, I think this is for you.
I've actually thought about if Caruso is the best guard defender in the NBA. I don't have a definitive answer, and I'm just going to stick with Drew Holiday for now. But I have been I ask myself a lot of questions, and one of them has been if Caruso is the best guard defender in the NBA. So I've actually thought about it.
He doesn't even play a full game either. He likely play like 28 minutes a game, 30 minutes.
I think his matchup difficulty is a little low compared to Drew Holiday. Compared to Drew
Cruz,
Holiday.
he's solid, don't get me wrong, but he's not better Holiday though.
He said his
Drew Holiday
matchup
just plays more
difficulty is
minutes.
lower.
He just plays more minutes guarding the best players of the other team than Caruso. That's just what I've seen.
I'd have to look at that. I don't even think I remember seeing
Is that just more minutes in total or a percentage of their minutes?
I'd have to check that. I don't know about the percentage. That one's tough to judge. But in terms of more minutes, Holiday is guarding
Probably
Harden
minutes.
the majority of the time he's in the game.
It has to be minutes.
Hey, I have a question. Does anybody besides me and Mookie believe that the Clippers could beat the Suns first round?
I said
I do.
KD lose. I said
I heard Lowe say. I heard Lowe say Clippers in 5.
I do.
I think that's
I do.
I think that's a
I believe the Clippers can beat the Suns.
Why do you
I
think
believe one of them can beat the
that's
ass.
stupid,
Oh man, Gerald.
Tell me why you
I
think
don't wanna
that's
say it.
stupid, though.
The Suns don't have the goddamn depth. I told you this already.
Bro, the Clippers
They don't
don't
have
have a
what?
defense. The
They don't
Clippers
have
don't
what?
have a defense, bro.
You said they don't have what?
The Clippers
And the
literally don't
Suns
have a-
do?
You said yes. They have a team defense. It's not orchestrated off one.
Once you get that CP3, Booker, Katie, and what else you got? Nothing. You got nothing else on that team.
You guys
Nothing.
overrated Mikal Bridges. Yes, he was in the Defensive Player of the Year, but it's the team
Overrated,
defense.
but what?
Everybody's overrating the impact that he had defensively because you guys saw him leave. Y'all saw Cam Johnson leave. He's not the greatest defender, but y'all see Mikal leaving, which is like this defense isn't going to be the same. You guys overrated.
Based on what I'm looking at, Caruso's matchup difficulty is higher than Drew Holiday's, but it's basically the same thing. Like based on what I'm looking at, it's basically the same. But
Is Alex Caruso a better defender than Drew Holiday then?
B-ball index.
You could argue Alex Caruso has a harder job.
I don't know. I want to I don't want to just say things off the cuff, but
it's a possibility.
I think it's a conversation that should be had and not just brushed off. But I don't have a definitive answer.
Drew looks better though. He just when I watch him, he just.
I don't want to hear about his Suns defense.
Man, he looked better than me too, man. Shit.
Well, hey, yo. Hello? Hello?
I don't want to
talk about that. Come on, Doc.
Yo, this is what happens when you've been on, I think, 4 shows in the last 24 hours. Was it?
You get to
Yeah,
chat.
you've been working hard.
You got more energy this show.
I got one more show next one.
Again?
Yeah, I got to do Ticket TV.
Oh, Ticket vs. Lakers.
Oh, Lord.
So what are the bad things that the Suns don't got?
Get ready to mute and kick people out.
I mean, Lowe said he had the Clippers in 5.
He was trolling. He wasn't even serious.
Nah, so yeah, the Clippers, listen, we got to be real with this Clippers and Suns logic. Number one, the Suns defense is actually going to be pretty good. We're not just going to discount that, number one. And then even then, the Clippers don't have Paul George. I think they're going to have it in game 3. I don't expect the Clippers to be routing off games without PG. I think that's what Mookie told me last night.
I think we're underrating Norman Powell.
Bro, who cares about Norman Powell? The Suns have Kevin.
The
Suns have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on the same team with one another. With DeAndre Ayton, where he could possibly give
they got offset KD. They could put Kawhi on KD.
Kawhi's getting cooked. Kawhi don't lock up KD.
KD can hold KD. Come on now.
He don't lock up KD.
Can we stop mentioning DeAndre?
Who do you put on Booker? Who do you put on Booker?
Oh, come on, dog.
You expect an older KD with slower feet to be locking up KD? Are you kidding me right now?
Like, who do you put on Booker?
What was Luka doing to Kawhi Leonard in 2021?
And you know Westbrook can guard CP3 1-on-1, so there you go.
Bro, Kawhi Leonard was getting buckets by Luka Doncic, bro. I'm not hearing this Kawhi Leonard.
Come on.
PG was getting buckets by Luka Doncic. PG was getting
Did Luka win those series? No, he didn't. He lost those series.
Luka didn't have Devin Booker.
Because
he had 2 opportunities to beat him. He had 2 opportunities not good enough. And he couldn't knock him out both times. Come on now.
The Dallas's defense was shit. That's why. That's why they
didn't
lost.
have Devin Booker either.
And the Suns ain't?
Come on, Dub.
The Suns have Kevin Durant and Devin
bro.
Booker. The Mavericks did not. It's really simple.
You're overrating the Sun, man. You're overrating this team.
Oh, you acted like
underrating the Suns.
I mean, I think they're overrated Norman Powell.
I think they're overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
They got the 3 most.
I think it's such an overrated. Sorry.
That's why. Matter of fact, probably 4. I know people hate Ayton. Everybody hates this. Like everybody on
The Clippers can match up with the fucking Suns very well.
You're just going off of name value, not what they actually are. The defense has not been that good that year.
Man.
The defense hasn't. You tell me, how good has the defense been this year with Kawhi?
It's been all right.
It's been okay.
If you put one on CP3, you put Kawhi and KD and stuff like that. You put Zubac and Anthony.
And even then, they're probably not going to have.
You don't let Kawhi cook, man.
They're going to want him to be on offense, so they probably won't even have Kawhi on him like that.
Exactly.
They're not going to have Kawhi on him the whole game, especially with PG not being there.
Yeah, I think their game plan is going to be to slow down Devin Booker and just let KD get his shots off, because at the end of the day, you're not really going to
You can't trust Andy anyways. And stuff. Andy's inconsistent anyways. And TB3 starting to get up there in age.
Oh, so are you saying the Suns are the wait? Are you saying the Suns are the underdog? Are you saying the Suns are the underdog? If you're saying the Suns are the underdog, then you're going to be impressed if KD wins the series.
Look at him. He's looking around like.
Come on now.
Well, you mean come on now? Like, clearly, they're the underdog. They're worse than everyone. They have a worse defense. The offense can barely keep up. I mean, it's just such a bad team.
Come on, you saw that playoffs last year. Chris Paul showed his age last year.
You have Kevin Durant.
You have Kevin
Durant.
So what? Kevin's one guy. He's one dude.
Why is he saying so what?
It's a
You're saying one dude.
It's a difference between having K.
He's one fucking guy, man.
It's a difference between.
They still have Kawhi. They still have Westbrook.
It's a difference between having.
You named one dude.
Yo. It's a difference between.
They're a deeper fucking team than the Clippers are. Phoenix is not a deeper fucking team.
God damn, yo.
It's a difference between.
Bones Highland is not going to play.
It's a difference between having Chris Paul as your
Come on now.
or first go-to guy and Kevin Durant. You know what the Suns are gonna do? Chris Paul, you chill out. You let Devin Booker or KD run off ball. You just him to the spots. You stand on the corner three, get KD and then Devin Booker work in isolation. Chris Paul ain't gonna be sitting here trying to get buckets out there. He just directing the offense. That's all he has to do.
Catch and shooting.
Yep.
They don't need him. He's not gonna get locked up by people like that because he's not gonna be trying to score.
Bro, if DeAndre Ayton has any impact in this series, the Clippers are finished. If he even grabs 14, the Suns, the Clippers are finished. All Ayton has to do is rebound.
People are wasting the fucking Suns way too much.
His rim pressure.
The fucking Lakers too.
His rim pressure is not what it's hyped up to be, bro.
It never was hyped up. I don't think it was hyped up.
Who's hyping it up though? Who's hyping it up?
No, a lot of
nobody
people
hyped it up. Nobody hyped it up.
Defensively, offensively, I see him just lag in transition. He really sucks, bro. I can see someone like Plumtree and Zubac giving him buckets, bro. I'm sorry. I don't see anyone stopping the point of attack on the Suns at all. I don't care if they do play team defense, whatever y'all keep trying to call it.
Torrey Craig and Johnson Cookie aren't good point of attack defenders?
They're not getting Zubac. They're not getting Zubac the ball to post up. So I don't even know why you even said that.
No, he's talking about when people drive to the rim, not against other bigs. He's saying, but who has crazy? Russ has crazy rim pressure, but is he going to play? Is Tyronn Lue going to do what he did again?
Finish. That's the thing. Is he going to finish? That's the thing.
Bro, you acting like Russell Westbrook don't be standing at the 3-point line sometimes because they don't want to put the ball. Like, what are we talking about, Russ? They're not gonna be like, yo, Russ.
I ain't bring up Russ one time.
Bring back 20, not you, but bring back 2016 Russ. Bring back 2017 Russ. That ain't gonna happen. What are we talking about?
So Aiden,
no, you're overrating Phoenix, man. I'm telling you, overrating this team. You're overrating them.
You overrating Russ. You overrated Kawhi. You overrating all them boys.
I know Kawhi.
Yeah, he ain't overrating Kawhi now. Chill out.
Kawhi the two-time fucking finals MVP. That's not even overrated. That's not overrated. He beat LeBron's ass, didn't he? He beat LeBron's ass, didn't he?
Kawhi's not what he used to be. It's not gonna be as close as y'all.
Come on now.
Like 4-1.
That's why you're overrating him. He's not what he used to be.
How the fuck you overrated?
You brought up 2 finals MVP like that means something. It's
oh my god, man! Seriously, come on, man.
Stop living in the past.
This man said stop living in the past. What Miami did 2 seasons ago and 3 seasons ago. Talking about stop living in the past.
I bet June. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals last season. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. We'll talk
did you
about
believe in the Heat
then? Talk about it. I did actually.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You're just gonna be mad when fucking Phoenix loses. Watch.
I'm gonna hit you up later. I want to get in contact with your plug.
Same area that when fucking Phoenix loses, because they're gonna lose too. You watch.
All I know if Phoenix wins the championship, I don't want people to say KD was on the super team. The way people are talking about
he's
it.
not on the super team. That's the thing.
People will say it. People will say it. Let Devin Booker average like 26. They'll be like, well, I mean, hey, KD had Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton was averaging 15 and 10. That's how they'll spin.
And you can't trust
underrate the bench. People underrate the bench, bro. People underrate the bench, low key. They saying there's no
underrate the bench.
He talking about the Suns bench, I think.
Who's
talking about the Suns?
Your mic went off, bro.
A lot of people underrate the bench.
How should they be rated?
Yeah,
Wait, bench is not that good.
Because all you need is
my bad.
One person, a fifth person. You can pick T.J. Warren, Terrence Ross, Landry Shamet if he's hitting. You know, it's a few. If you,
I'm not believing in any of them three.
Sorry.
I'm not believing in any of them three niggas. I'm sorry, bro.
He was average in Orlando. T.J. Warren is not the same player he once was anymore. Since the injuries he got off his ass.
Buckets. He's not a defender, but he can still
Hell nah. T.J. Warren did that shit in the bubble, and y'all really feel like
when he gets consistent minutes, he gets his buckets. When he gets consistent minutes, he gets his buckets. If y'all don't watch, y'all don't watch. I don't know what to say.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who did y'all mention? Terrence Ross. He's been shooting great since he got here. And
I'm kind of with you because people acting as if after
the Clippers have more guys that
people acting as if after
they have more guys that
after the trade
contribute.
without Kevin Durant, they were still winning games. People act as if after Kevin Durant got hurt, they were still winning games. So this depth, I hear you. Their depth isn't that strong.
They have Westbrook, they have Kawhi, they have Moore, they have fucking Zubac, they have Gordon, they have Plumlee, they have Man.
As bad as you make it seem.
They have Batum, they have plenty of guys to contribute to them. Phoenix does not have the same fucking depth they do to
They're not
contribute.
going to be able to beat the damn Clippers who haven't been great
If
all
Butler and
season.
KD has an offense, they're in trouble. Plain and simple.
Here's one thing I'm gonna say. The thing about the Clippers, man, this is my team too. Another team, by the way. Bones is not gonna play. He's not gonna score. He's not gonna play.
They beat LA, didn't they? Without PT, without Morris. Did it not?
LA Clippers, LA Lakers, they're not that as good as people think. I'll get on that later.
Yeah, the Lakers suck, but that's another
They're not as good as people think.
Because fucking all Lakers ass. Good Lakers haven't beat them in 3 fucking years. In 3 years.
Let's talk about the Clippers bench. So Norman
Oh
Powell,
my God!
he don't
3 years? Give me a break. Stop that shit.
Norman
They couldn't even beat the fucking Clippers early without Kawhi.
Y'all getting G-Mac mad.
So let me talk about
Come on now.
you were talking about. Norman Powell, he's gonna come in and have to be that second out. He's gonna have to be the second best scorer anyway because Paul George isn't there, which he can do.
Come on.
Okay, but he don't play defense. You're gonna drive by him.
That is a lie.
Bones. Okay. Bones Highland not gonna play because he doesn't play defense. He's gonna get picked on. He's too small.
Facts.
Who else? Who are we gonna name? I don't even know if Marcus Morris is gonna play. If he doesn't play, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. If
PG will be back for that series. I'm pretty sure he will be.
He's not good on defense. Marcus Morris has regressed on
That was
defense.
the PG was going to be the whole series.
Mention Rocco tough. I'll give you Rocco.
Rocco is tough, but these are guys that are gonna just sit there and be low maintenance and wait for the ball to be in their hand. It's gonna be Russell.
Plus, Tyler's a better coach than Monty Williams too.
Why? Other guys are gonna just sit in the corners and wait for their spots. They're not gonna go out there and do anything. You're gonna depend on those 3 main ball handlers to carry your offense. In the defense, the best players.
We saw Phoenix shrink last year in the playoffs last year against Dallas. Did they not? They fucking shrank last year. CB3 fucking shrank last year. Fact, Devin Booker shrunk last year.
We didn't have Kevin Durant.
Did not? They fucking shrunk last year, big time. And Luka's laughing at
There's no Luka on this team. Their gameplay was different. It was trash. Like the way that they played in that series.
There's no KD on this team.
He got swept last year.
Give me a second.
We talking about last year. Fuck last year.
Hold on, fellas. Give me a second. Because to act as if, right? This Suns team is not a completely different team than the Suns last season.
And what the fuck is KD doing without Curry? Nothing.
You've been on a roll. You've been on a roll. Hold up. You've been on a roll. You're betting on a man that's been battling injuries for the last 3 years. You're betting on a man that blew a 3-1 lead, since we're gonna bring up Kevin Durant and his failures. You're bringing up a man. You're bringing up a man who has consistently shown us that his defense is not what it used to be. And on top of that, you're betting on a man that his secondary guy isn't even going to be there for the whole entire postseason. You have the Suns with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, yes, he got locked up. Is he washed? Yes. He doesn't need to take on the same role he had last season. Want to know why? Because you have Kevin Durant there and Devin Booker who can work off ball. All he has to do is set them up and hit open shots. You have an Ayton who's better than freaking Ivica Zubac out there.
No, he's
so listen,
what? Ayton shrink. Come on, man.
That's one.
Not that good. I watched
it. June. Is he better than Zubac? Yes or no?
He's better than Zubac, yes.
Okay, that's
but
it.
He's going to go out there and do hard work on Zubac.
You bringing up all these talks. You bringing up all these talks about Kevin Durant.
Zubac can slow down 18.
When was the last time Russell Westbrook had a good postseason?
When's the last time KD had a good postseason?
2 years
2021.
ago.
Bro, are you?
2 years
So y'all just gonna keep thinking about last year KD and just think it's the same situation? Steve Nash was coaching him and shit.
I'm letting y'all know right now.
Steve Nash is not a coach. He's a good. Just because he's a good basketball player doesn't mean he's a good coach.
We're not going to blame that L on Steve Nash. I get what you're saying.
I know the players play bad, but your coach
fucking choked last year. Plain and simple.
Coach has to put you in position.
And he had fucking Kyrie. He still fucking choked.
If he sees, because the games were close. If he see things, you have to make changes. And if you don't make changes, you don't win.
I mean, what did y'all really expect out of a second-year coach who's never coached any other team that y'all go out and cape for and hire and really want, and then when he gets there, we don't need a coach. Like, come on, bro. Like, they didn't want to from his first day there. Of course, they wasn't gonna follow his rules. They was already talking about in the press conference when he first got there. We don't really need a coach. They wasn't coming to the team practices. They was making their own practices and shit. Like, bro, Steve.
Why did they look better under? Why did they look better under Jock Vaughn?
Give me one.
Why did they look better under Jock Vaughn?
There's some.
I didn't say that he wasn't.
Give me 1 second, because there's some casuals in the chat. The reason I stated everything that I just stated, because for y'all to bring up Kevin Durant, but then forget about everything else on the Clippers where they're under fraud watch as well. Like we didn't have Pandemic P. Like we didn't have Russell Westbrook folding in the postseason. Like we didn't have Kawhi Leonard blowing a 3-1 lead. For y'all to dismiss all of that and just to harp on Kevin Durant and who he is, that doesn't make sense.
Facts.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
But KD has done everything you just mentioned, Dub. He's blew a 3-1 lead.
That's why that point is mute. Don't bring up that point then when we're talking about the Clippers and the Suns. That's the point. Okay.
He blew a 3-1 lead.
I was discussing teams. I don't care about things that KD's done in the past. So you're not talking to me when you say that. You're talking to the casual.
And plus, KD had his chance to win without fucking Steph Curry. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Huh?
What?
Bro, that shit is irrelevant. I'm not hearing that shit, bro. That's not basketball.
Gerald, what has
Kawhi
done?
And Kawhi needed that Warriors team to get hurt in order for him to win. There we go.
What has Kawhi done?
Because we're playing this game. Let's do it.
That's just so nasty right now. This is getting nasty.
No, we'll play the game.
Why want to try narratives,
bro? We speaking in narratives. This is dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You ain't said nothing that people do on the basketball court.
And Kawhi would have gotten the fucking finals that 1 year if he would have got hurt.
When he did to the finals, he did this and that. And then when he did last year, 2 years ago, he did this and that. And then last time when he was born in '98, he did it'd be basketball. I'd be like,
hold on, wait. I have somebody in the waiting room, and I'm glad he's here because we have to address this.
Who is
this? Desto.
Yeah.
What up, man?
You a nasty man, bro.
Oh, nah, you nasty.
Dub's nasty.
You took too long. I had to go to the gym.
I have the video. Yeah. Everybody want to hear it in the chat?
Y'all want to hear it? Run it back again, Dub. Play it again.
I'm explaining out the nastiness.
I'll explain it because we only have 4 minutes. So give me a second.
Oh, we only got 4 minutes.
You got to give me a chance to say my part too, though.
He's already past KD because he's done everything KD's done. Hold on, he's done everything KD's done, but he did it by himself, and he's won a defensive player of the year, which KD never did.
Who?
That's like, all I'm saying is, like for me, for my personal ranking, I want to see you do it for a long time. So once Giannis reached that peak,
What do you mean? Giannis has been killing KD for a half a decade. He's been doing this for 6 straight years, killing KD.
No, I'm saying like what KD been in the league for what 15, 16 years?
Right, hold on. Do you have Steph Curry ranked over KD?
Nah. Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, well Steph Curry, hold on. Well, Steph Curry has been only doing this for like the last 7 years.
No, but Curry came in at 09 though.
No, but you're not hearing me. Curry's only been playing at the level he's been playing at now for the last 7 years.
What you giving? You ain't giving him 2014?
Who?
You giving Steph 2014 or 2015?
Well, no, you gotta remember Steph Curry was hurt some of those years, so you can't count those years.
That's a long time though.
No, you're not hearing me. I'm gonna say it once again to you numbers. Steph Curry was hurt some of those years, so you can't count the years he ain't played.
No, you talking about from 2015 to now?
Come on. And Curry missed. Hold on. And Curry missed almost a year and a half of time.
Pick it. I see what you're saying. You talk about that, yeah, but you're taking out.
So you can't count that. Hold on. You can't count that season that he didn't play.
No, I'm saying I know.
Right. So let's say it was 2016. What's right now? What year we in right now? 20.
Watch this, y'all. Watch you skip a year.
2016, 2017, 2018. Hold on. 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023. That's 6 years.
What about 14, 15? That's when he won his first MVP.
You're not hearing me. He was hurt a season.
I know, but you eliminated 15, 16.
Because I took one season off because he was hurt.
So listen, Desto. This is my understanding, right? Where you guys just started arguing over semantics. Ticket stated that he's been playing for the last 7 years better than him. And then he said he was hurt, so then it turned to 6. But he openly stated it started off with 7. That's why you were wrong. You only got a minute.
Let me explain my point. I wasn't saying he was wrong when he said Curry played 7 years from the beginning of the conversation. You saw at the beginning of the conversation. I said he was wrong on his count. Because if you watch when he counted the years, he realized he made a mistake. He said 16, 17. He said 17, 18. He automatically flipped to 19, 20.
Yeah, skip 2018.
So how the fuck do you? And then he said that's 6 years. And then I said, well, what about 15, 16? He said, well, you're not hearing me. He was hurt 1 year, so I skipped it. So I said, what about 14, 15? He said, well, he was hurt one of the years. He realized he made a mistake in his count. When he accidentally skipped a year. So then I was like, that's why he changed to 7. I was like, no, you just said 6 because you just made a mistake with your count. And then he gonna go back because he got all his minions and all his people in his channel. He gonna go back to the beginning of the conversation.
No,
this is crazy semantics.
Desto. Like I said, we only have a minute.
He bet me on something. I wasn't debating him.
No. But that's what you guys were both arguing on semantics, and you just chose the wrong semantics. And Ticket was right because he openly stated 7. He openly stated it was 7, and then he went to 6 because he was hurt.
So that means we both right then.
No, you're wrong because you.
If I'm Desto, I'm not paying ticket. I am not paying.
Y'all be easy, bro. Salute to y'all, bro.
Desto, you guilty, bro. Guilty.